Sit in the summertime where you are.
No, it's cold up here.
As a motherfucker, yeah. God damn. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, we was out shooting the video yesterday, and I was standing there, I was chilling. The sacrifices we make for the art are ridiculous, dog. Like I realized I only brought one hoodie with me, so I had to take my hoodie off for the second, you know what I'm saying, for another scene. And I'm out there in a t-shirt, and I'm like, I'm gonna hate this shit. Then we had to shoot Sinatra's Ghost after we got done with light work. So I'm out there in the t-shirt for mad long. I'm so upset with myself for not planning accordingly. Like this shit was crazy.
It's not summertime yet.
Mm-mm. I was rushing. I didn't prep the night before like I usually would for a video shoot. So I was like, fuck it.
I need to take my meds because I'm trying to make a joke out of everything. You said that you were rushing. I was getting ready to say, I didn't know you were rushing.
Jeez Louise. Yeah, I need to do the same thing. Hold up. Oh, before we get into all of that, fuck, like, we got people waiting and shit. Yo, hey, what's going on? Welcome to the party, y'all. Welcome to Pantha Politix, you know what I'm saying? I am Seven Da Pantha, of course. Unfortunately for myself. AKA the Carolina Hurricane Ridiculous Thing, AKA your baby mama's favorite rapper. And of course, I got my brothers, you know what I'm saying? The brothers that give the screen some balance because the background's black and so am I. So, you know, they kind of help me even it out a little bit. Yo, Edom Mad, what's good, man? How you living, bro?
Shit, man. Tired.
I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine. Yo, I do want to say though, just real quick, like your audio sounds hella better than it was sounding previously right now. Like way better.
I'm not using the microphone you sent me.
Oh.
Clearly.
That's funny. I am.
Clearly.
I'm not using the mic you sent me. So again, I got to use my phone today. No Wi-Fi.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But, yeah. Yeah, I actually tried to use the mic with my phone one time. I think we was on I was trying to use a mic with my phone one time and then fucking I don't know what the fuck happened. That shit blacked out. And then I accidentally stopped the pod and we had to start the fuck over and shit. I was like, nah, I ain't using that shit on the fucking phone no more. Never again. Mojo Barnes, what's up, man? He back in outer space. Making it do what it do. No doubt. Shit, man. How y'all weekend been so far?
It's been okay.
I've been busy, man. Been moving.
No doubt. I can definitely tell the difference in the decor. You know what I'm talking about?
And it's only for now. Like, you know, I'm just in the crib. I haven't laced it out yet. So
no doubt.
Fucking all I gotta say is you young motherfuckers need to learn how to work. Ridiculous.
Bro. He said, young motherfuckers need to learn how to work. Oh, man. I was going to wait and save it as a surprise, but I guess I should say we do got a guest coming on a little later. This guy's, it's going to be fun. That's all I can say. It's going to be fun. If you're familiar with Caribbean culture at all, then you know what I mean. If not, you'll find out soon enough. But yeah, I you know what? We ain't even got to really go too crazy. I think I want to save some of this shit to talk to him about too, because I like his I like people that he don't really give a fuck. It seems like, but one thing I do want to go ahead and broach right now. Yeah, okay. Mojo, let me ask you a question. You pretty big on sneakers, right? You pretty big on sneakers?
I'm getting into it. I wouldn't say I'm like super big. I'm super big on purchasing them, but I'm not like, I don't know every single, previous release, everything that's kind of coming up now. I'm like, oh, let me check it out. But sure, we'll go with that.
Too many goddamn sneakers.
Huh? You said what?
Too many sneakers.
Too many sneakers. You only got 2 feet, nigga.
Right.
No, there's too many sneakers to keep up with.
That part too. Hell yeah.
It's possible, but
that is being a sports junkie. Like it's more stats for sneakers than it is for athletes. It's ridiculous.
Real shit. As a sports fan, I could definitely agree with that.
But Doug and I was talking about you the other day. You and Tapped in sneakers. We got to get it, y'all.
Oh, word. All right. Sounds like it needs to be some work done here. All right. I'm all the way with it. You know what? It'll be some fly shit. Like I was like, yo, man, it'll be super dope to have to have your own sneaker But I was like, but you could kind of do that shit yourself, you know what I'm saying? But like,
Yeah, you kind of can.
you
Kind
can
of
do that
can.
shit yourself. But like, I mean, the marketing and all of that shit is still gonna be the problem. But
Are you trying to
yeah,
mass produce uh for retail?
nah, I probably would want to do like a drop ship type situation. So that make it a whole lot easier. I don't want to put a bunch of sneakers in stores and then they don't sell and you looking crazy as fuck with like 40 pairs of shoes on the fucking.
I mean, that's how some people's albums do. that's that's how some people's albums do. You know, you just take the risk. But I absolutely understand where you're coming from.
Man, I only said something about the sneakers, man, because you said this shit about this Trump Air Force One,
The Trump Force One.
bro.
Them shits are crazy.
This shit look crazy as a motherfucker. Like,
The
I don't
T,
know
the
if you.
T, man, they look
Uh,
like
let me see if I
high
can do
top
this.
Vans,
Let me
and
see if I can
then
do this.
somebody sewed in the T. I can't really tell if it's like a patch that was sewed in or if it was
You ain't gonna be able to see this
embroidered.
shit. You ain't gonna be able to see this shit. Nah, you can't see it that well because it's
They're
fucking light.
metallic gold. They've got fucking red, white, and blue on the top.
Fuck it. Yeah.
It's got top.
Huh?
Got the United States flag is on the top.
Right, right.
Yeah.
The United States flag
You
with the
know,
T.
everything that Trump stands for, gold and America.
Well, Biden people came out. See, man, yo, dog, listen. You can't tell me this shit ain't WWE, bro. Like, why the fuck would you even have to say something about this? Like, Biden's people came out and was like, yeah, that's the closest he's gonna get to Air Force One.
That shit was so funny.
I'm
That shit was
fucking
so funny.
dead.
That's funny, but we started talking about sneakers and sneakerheads, right?
No doubt.
Mhm.
Did you see the repost shit I sent you? I mean the resale shit.
Oh, no. I gotta go look
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah.
I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off this morning.
Yeah, them shit's reselling for like 2,500 on eBay.
Yeah, I seen that. I did see that. I'm like, man, this is just reminding me of like the Fitbit. What's the fucking what's the not the Fitbit, the fidget spinner. But what's the
Oh yeah.
digital trading card thing that people were going crazy for?
NFT.
NFTs. It's a NFT to me. You're gonna try to resell it for thousands of dollars, and then 5 years from now, them shits are gonna be worth like $5, not even.
Well, I mean, I
But
predicted. I
who
was telling
knows?
the day I was like, the sneakerheads gonna go crazy over this just because, just to get some money. Like I knew it
Yeah,
was gonna be a situation.
but it's
You
a
know,
it's a NFT to me.
I mean, yeah, they have fun with that, y'all. Have fun
Because
with
I'm
it.
like, this is oh, fuck. Just ripped my rap.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, I feel like I want to cry now. That's
That's okay.
tragic. That's
I am the
tragic, bro.
botanist, and I will make it
They
do what
call
it
him
do.
Mojo Barnes the botanist. Hey, that shit's
But
real.
yeah, I'm like, this will end up in like the Smithsonian or something like
I
that.
wouldn't
Just
doubt it.
for the sake of history. Like, we had a clown really do some damage to our country. Would you guys like to see? I figure it'll probably be a topic of discussion a century from now. But I'm like, I don't find any worth in those. Me personally.
I think the biggest thing that caught my attention was just the, and this has always been my thing with him, just the audacity. Like, who are
Hmm.
you?
Right.
Like, who are you exactly?
Because I'm
The
like,
fuck is going on here?
who are you copying? Who are you thinking that you're gonna be like in order to make whatever money you feel like you trying to get out of it? I don't really understand the logic. To make money, definitely, but I'm like, that's it.
That's the bottom line of so much shit in America. I'm not getting ready to get started today. That's just but it is. It's the bottom line of so much shit. So that's why sometimes the shit I see don't surprise me because I'd be like, it's for the money. It's for the money. It's always for the money. It's
Mhm.
always for the money. Like whatever.
yeah, it is. Yeah,
Oh shit. Yeah. I
Shut the fuck up.
see. I feel like this is a prime opportunity. Um. Okay. So this that leads me to something else I saw though. I didn't even put it in the chat, but I do want to bring it up. With all of that happening, like the thing between Biden and Trump is getting really childish, like as if it wasn't crazy enough already. But it's getting really childish, like some of the shit that they throwing, the two camps are throwing at each other. But there's been a lot being made about the potential for Kamala Harris to be kind of the forerunner. You know what I'm saying? That Biden may not jump back out for the next go round because he is old as fuck and we can see
Yeah,
it.
I would
And,
not
you know
suggest it. I would not suggest it.
I mean, what's your thoughts on that? I mean, because I know she has been a very polarizing, so to speak, figure in regards to, especially for Black people, since she jumped in to the vice presidency situation. So I mean, I don't know how y'all feel about that.
What's the question?
Well, I mean, just in regards to how do you feel about it in regards to the potential for him to not run again and for her to be the front runner for the Democratic Party?
Her being Kamala Harris?
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't specify. Got you.
Well, I mean, I said it early on, but I
Yeah.
said a whole bunch of shit in between this. So never mind.
Oh yeah, I ain't hear the name at all, bro. Fucking I mean, I told somebody the other day, like I think, you know, again, he's the president, so he's going to run because it's expected. You know, whether or not he should or not, that's another question. But he's gonna do it because it's expected. You know, he gonna have to stand up and say, I'm not gonna do it. Other than that, he's running. Like, that's just what it is. So even with Kamala Harris, I mean, like, still she gotta run and present. Everybody who gonna run, they gotta present their platform. That's just where I'm at with it. I want to hear what you got to say. All right, let's figure it out.
Hold on, I need to grab a lighter.
I could dig it. I could dig it. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, again? All right, here we go. Let's do it. I mean, yeah, I already know how I feel. I mean, I don't give a fuck who it is running. Like at the end of the day, it's basically which gun you want to put to your head, the 22 or the 45. You know what I'm saying? Like that's basically all it comes down to for me. So yeah, I don't know. I know that she's said and done some things in the past that made me feel some type of way. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, we've been forced into a situation where a lot of times it comes down to what is the one that's going to harm you the least? You know what I'm saying? They're all going to hurt you, but which one's going to hurt you the least? And I don't know. That just seems like a fucked up situation to be in. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem like a great way to exist. So I don't know. I hope that
But that's voting.
that's what we've allowed voting to become. I'll put it that way.
If you're voting for okay, I mean, again, perspective is perspective. Cool. But I mean, you still choosing between two people at the end of it, or even five people. You know what I'm saying? If you choose to say whether or not you're voting for the lesser of two evils or if you're voting for the best, you're still saying the same thing. It's still tomato, tomato.
See that? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I agree. Yeah, absolutely.
No, that's also like I'm like, okay, just let me hear what you got to say. Let me figure it out from there.
Man, I wish one of them would say, you know, all of this is bullshit. all of this is bullshit. Like, yo, this is what I want to do.
£3 for everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Let's do this, and this. I'm pretty sure this will fix the problem. And the fucked up part for me be when you see something and you see that there's like a simple fix to it and motherfuckers just won't do it. That's the shit that fucked my head up the worst. I'm like, dog, you know, you could just, all right, man, like whatever. Hey, case in point. I know a nigga who got he with him and his lady, they have a ongoing thing back and forth. It's just kind of like crazy to me that they still together. You know what I'm saying? It's like a cycle of she'll cheat, he'll cheat. It just keeps going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So then my question to him became, hey man, so you do know you could just leave, right? You know what I'm saying? Because like the cycle of cheating started with her. And I was like, you could have just left. Like you don't have to play this game that y'all are playing. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? It's not good for you. It's not good for her. Y'all got a kid. It ain't good for the kid either. Like what are y'all doing? But I think there's a degree of psychosis that is formed in people in this country that we just like to deal with bullshit for no reason at all. So more power to y'all. That's all I can say about that one. More power to y'all. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I'll fight you first. Not a woman though, because that's just crazy. I don't know, man. Politics is a crazy game. They playing some serious fucking tricks right now. Oh, so the bitch from South Carolina, what's her name? Nikki Haley. She basically was talking her shit too, and was like, "Yo, fuck Trump. It's gonna come down to me and Harris. It's gonna come down to me and Kamala Harris. And I'm like, well, first of all, that means that you must have some insider information that's telling you already that Joe ain't gonna do it, or you just talking out the side of your neck for headlines. Either way it goes, fuck you, Nikki Haley. How about that? Yeah, I'll be good today. Just for today. I'll wait till we get closer to the election to talk my shit. But yeah, that's wild, bro. I don't understand. I don't really understand what's happening in regards to this whole Trump thing with him getting indicted and all of this other shit happening, and then him still being able to run for president and still garnering so much support from people. And the other part of that was just recently, right the day before that sneaker thing was announced. He had just got a judgment against him in some kind of lawsuit or some shit. It was like some kind of $355 million or some shit like that.
And he's not allowed to do business in America or something like that for 3 years.
New York,
yeah,
New York.
New York.
in New
okay.
York, yeah, in New York.
So
yeah.
he can go to Wisconsin and be like, I'm gonna, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, basically what they found him liable for was conspiring to inflate his net worth and deceive banks and others. Now, I don't know. Okay, from the article it says, in this particular case, in applying the law to the facts, the court intends to protect the integrity of the financial marketplace and thus the public as a whole. Defendants' refusal to admit error, of course, indeed to continue it, according to the independent monitor, constrains this court to conclude that they will engage in it going forward unless judicially restrained. Indeed, Donald Trump testified that even today, he does not believe the Trump organization needed to make any changes based on the facts that came out during this trial. I mean, I can't think of a bigger middle finger to give a motherfucker to be sitting in court and they say, you got to pay $355 million. And you're like, yeah, okay, I'm still going to do it. Like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but yeah. And then tomorrow I'm going to drop these bullshit ass sneakers and make this $355 million I got to pay you. And here you go. Holla.
He ain't gonna make up the sneakers though, but it's a start.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Absolutely.
I mean, it's a limited release. He only did 1,000 pairs.
Limited release is how well is this going to do so I can gear it up for the second run.
That's fine. I'm saying this right now. It ain't in the cards.
It's just so funny because I'm like, the Trump 2s, you know what I mean? The Trump 3s, those are gonna go crazy.
I got them Trump 11s, nigga. I got the purple and gold joints.
Man.
Yeah, man. So,
Man. You see the firecrackers that came out, the new Trump 12s?
See, that's that bullshit. That's that bullshit. Oh man. Speaking of bullshit, I mean not really bullshit, but this is an interesting thing that I'm glad you said that because I actually had just been talking to somebody about this the other day, probably like 3 days ago. It was a post from Facebook. I mean, I got some weird stuff the last time, so I'm not gonna say the name of the person that posted it, but I'm just saying, sister said, well, if he keeps looking at women with BBLs and his girl don't got it, then what?
you gonna
you see the post underneath.
Yeah, I'm about to
paraphrase that statement. Start with the post, then start with what she said. But you're gonna have to paraphrase what she said so people can understand it because it wasn't,
Yeah, that's why I was trying to do just then take the words out that didn't seem like it made sense, and then but
all right, so fuck it, remix it.
I got you, no doubt. All right, so basically, the original poster said, "Women alter their bodies and think real men want that. You didn't even take the time to ask because you're attracted to the attention. Because of the attention, you assume that's what we want. Nah, I might rent a Lamborghini for a day, and not me, just saying. But I want like a F-150. I can't drive a Ferrari every day. Y'all trying to make yourselves Ferraris when a dude who really gonna love you want a Honda. Let him accept you for you." Okay. And that prompted her response. Well, if he keep looking at women with BBLs and his girl ain't got one, then what? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, she asked a valid question, but at the same time, like you have to think. Like, I might look at I go window shopping for sneakers a lot. I don't buy them. I just like the way they look. You know what I'm saying? But I'd never buy them. I don't own a pair of Jordans for a reason. I think it's stupid to pay that much for a pair of sneakers. So I'm never going to own a pair of Jordans, but that doesn't mean I can't admire how dope the shoe is. You know what I'm saying? So for you to make the comment, well, he keep looking at girls with BBLs. I mean, he's apparently from what I'm gathering from the conversation, he's a heterosexual man. Of course he's looking at him. Like, what the fuck did you expect? That doesn't define what he wants. It only defines what his eyes find appealing. There's a difference between the two. I mean, unless I'm tripping. I mean,
bitch, we are not monoliths. Sorry, man.
That one.
And I know her, so like, I mean, I'm not even saying that, like, you know, it's just like, you know, women will put us in that box, and they trying to understand us. Like, we can fucking tell you all day, you still don't hear us. I was telling somebody the other day, like, okay, so basically what happened in that situation is the dude said what it is he likes and what he appreciates, right? What he wants to have at home, but he's cool at window shopping, like you said. That was that man's thought. That's what he's thinking. And that's a whole lot of our thoughts, right? A lot of us. The woman basically came back and said, you're lying because of what I see you do. That's basically what she's saying. You're lying. Like, what am I supposed to think because you keep looking over there? You're supposed to think.
Conversation?
Yeah, you're supposed to think that you're right here.
Unless
I'm over there. You know what I'm saying? Now we got something else. But what it is for me is like, you know what I mean? Like, it's fucked up, but the black man voice ain't worth a shit. And our woman will take it from us.
Thanks.
In certain cases. In certain cases. Again? A black man's voice ain't worth shit. Like, whatever we got to say doesn't matter. They're going to make it up for us and try to tell us what we're saying. Like, how many times have you had a conversation with a woman or just multiple women and you're saying exactly what the fuck you mean to say? Like, there's no room for interpretation at all. And she'll interpret it and twist it and turn it upside down into something you didn't say, and you're re-explaining yourself. Man. Now, I don't mean this is necessarily just a thing between us and our woman. Like, this society does it to us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Our word ain't worth shit. They don't give a fuck about our opinion. So they'll tell you what your opinion is. And to me, that, you know, it's a hell of a tangent that I'm going on right here, but like, that's how I see that. This is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, y'all like the motherfuckers. Y'all want to be with them. I'm right here with your stupid ass, listening to you say this dumb shit.
I'm right here with your stupid.
I feel like it could easily be as simple as just saying, "Oh, do you like that?" Opens the door for discussion, and then that way you guys can figure out, oh, well, no, it's just as if I were looking at a really cool pair of shoes. I don't necessarily think that I need them.
Right.
I'm cool with these, 10-year-old Air Force Ones.
Right. I mean, because what it is, you run into this woman, they just think that every man is the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that we all think the same and we all move the same. Okay, so if every man is the same, how many times have we told you that we're visual creatures? We like to look at shit. Why does that not come?
Let me see.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Favorite phrase. Let me see.
Like, how many men have you known that have told you, like, if I see it happen, I could do it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it don't matter what you explain to them, hearing it don't compute, but once they see it, they got it. Same shit to me.
It absolutely is. And we have I think we gotta, it go back to what you were saying initially about our voices not being worth a damn. I feel like it come down to
sorry, they're not valued. I said that wrong.
Not valued, absolutely.
They're not being valued.
Much better word. Hey, I feel that. Hell yeah. So I guess I think the thing for me is we have a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? And a large part of the disconnect is from old shit. But there's a saying that I like to use a lot, and people don't understand it when I first say it. But I say, yo, yeah, I mean, I blame it on the system, but the problem is ours. You know what I'm saying? Like the problem being in existence started somewhere else, but now it's our problem. and we have to find our solution to it. And where that starts is recognizing when we're minimizing each other's voices. Like that's kind of got to be the beginning of it. You know what I mean? So like, and mind you, sisters, listen. Love y'all to death. My mama's a black woman. My grandmother's a black woman. My daughter's a black woman. Like that. Don't get it fucked up. It's all love. But you have to be able to recognize when people are weaponizing you against us and vice versa. We have to be aware of that. It is a societal norm to turn us against each other. Why? Because any house that's divided cannot stand. If you divide the foundation of any house, it's going to fall eventually. So that's where we at with it. That's really kind of where we at in this conversation, and the way that it turns into some whole shit that doesn't have to be, and turns into a constant strain of, like he said, people trying to redefine what we're saying instead of just taking it for what it is. Everything's not a double entendre or triple entendre. Just because I'm a rapper doesn't mean I'm speaking in riddles. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and it's so bad we do it to each other. You know, I mean, just thinking of a conversation I had just last night. I have a male friend of mine who I swear having conversations with him is so difficult because it's like, again, I could say 2 + 2 = 4. He's like, so if you're saying 2 + 2 = 4, so what you really mean is, like, he's just one of those, he just turns it. And I'm like, no, I mean what the fuck I said. I mean exactly what I said. Like, no, that's not what I said. And I got to redirect and redress it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that is how you understand things, because I know I'm kind of weird. Like, I got to hear things in a straight line. It's like if you say something, you jump around. Like how the Kamala Harris shit just happened. I didn't hear it. But if I miss something, I got to bring you back to that so I can fill it in and get back in line. But I don't need you to, I'm not trying to interpret it. I just want the full understanding of what you're saying. But people will fucking remix your shit to death, man. You know what I mean? Like that should have turned, it'll go from the first One More Chance to the remix.
Oh shit. You know, there's a whole ass version with
everybody's on the remix, the telephone game. The only message that matters is the last one.
I miss that. I miss that because it proves shit. Now in the digital age with everything being so instant, it's harder to prove those things to people. You know what I'm saying? But when you was a kid and you say, okay, it's 10 people in this room, I'm gonna tell you something. You tell the next person. By the time I get to person number 10, I guarantee you it's gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? And sure enough, it's different. You know what I mean? So like, people like to, you know, I be laughing because I feel like niggas do this shit on purpose and say, hey, so when you was like 2 + 2 = 4, and you're like, so what you saying is that 2 + 2 = 4, then 3 + 1 doesn't equal 4. No, that's not what I'm saying. 3 + 1 still equals 4, dog. All I'm saying is 2 + 2 does as well. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that shit.
That's how he does it. That's exactly how he does it.
I hate that shit. Cause like, okay, so I said, what was it? I said on one time on the net, I said, I just made a statement because somebody was like, state an unpopular opinion. I said, I think Biggie's overrated. Oh my God. I just said Biggie was the worst rapper ever. Said he couldn't ride a beat. He ain't got no wordplay. I didn't say any of that. I don't need you to take my statement and turn it into something I didn't say in order to validate how you feel. If you don't agree that he's overrated, just say you don't agree with that. I didn't say none of that other shit you saying I said. So like, what are we really talking about? What we're really talking about is you not comprehending what I said and only reading what I said for the purpose of reacting to it, not to understand it, purely to react to it, so you can have something to say on the internet. You could have just kept scrolling and shut the fuck up. But instead, you felt it was your duty to take my words, turn them into something I didn't say, and now this is turning into a full-blown back and forth with you trying to make you understand that that's not what I said. And then I just gave up and was like, how about you just think whatever the fuck you thinking then?
Fuck it, all right, man, whatever.
I got time for this shit. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's crazy because it's like what you realize they're doing is they're fitting what you're saying into their box of understanding instead of fitting themselves into what you're saying and, you know, fitting their understanding to your words. You know what I'm saying? Like, Like, how can I talk about it without talk about it too much? Really, what it is this. There's a situation that I'm removing myself from. That I feel is being misguided by the use of certain things.
Gotcha.
So his question to me is, so you're removing yourself because he uses the things? No, that's not what I said. What I'm saying is I'm removing myself because his use of the things makes him do this. And it's the result of him using the things that I got a problem with, not the fact that he uses the things. You know what I'm saying? So like, but it's something that simple. And of course, like I'm being very fucking whatever, just for the sake of the conversation, because I ain't trying to say a whole lot about it. You know what I mean? Like it's way more simpler than how I put it, but that's what it was. Like, bro, like, nah, I ain't say nothing about what the fuck. I don't care that he used a hammer to put a screw into the fucking refrigerator. but I care the refrigerator's leaking.
That part.
So
See, that's the problem right there. People's perceptions of, they took what you said to be, oh, this is just a symptom. No, that's the problem.
Right.
I'm not telling you that I need you to explore this deeper from this point that I gave you. This is literally the point. It's literally the point. There's nothing else to this. Just that.
Yeah.
You ain't got to put flowers in this motherfucker. You ain't got to sprinkle no water on this bitch. It's not going to grow. This is just what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, dog? Niggas are crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas are crazy as fuck. I mean, I personally think most BBLs that I've seen look ridiculous. Because the problem is, okay, this is how you know niggas are simple. You see a woman, little ass legs that look like she can't squat the bar by itself, but it's big, humongous butt. And you think that's how that's supposed to go? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Niggas are insane, bro. Like, when I say, I choose the word psychosis a lot of time when I talk about society, because I mean that shit. I think motherfuckers are psychos. And not like Norman Bates psychos. Like, they're not getting ready to kill bitches in the shower and no shit. But I'm just saying, like, I think it takes a certain level of psychosis to look at the world that you live in and imagine and like just not see it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? But try to turn the smallest little thing. And a lot of that come down to control too, because people realize how much control they don't have in their lives. So now when you speak to them about your opinion, they want to inject some degree of control over what you're thinking because you're having the conversation with them, or you posted the thought for public consumption, whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? But it all comes down to control to a degree. Motherfuckers realize, I was having a conversation with somebody the other day about a guy who was running an organization, and at a point he started making really strange decisions, and shit just started going sideways, and nobody could understand why. Until they started examining his personal life. You know what I'm saying? When they started looking at his personal life, they was like, oh, he has like no measure of control in what's going on in his life. You know what I'm saying? His baby mama's using the kid against him. His job running him in the ground. He ain't got the heart to quit it. Like all kind of shit going on. You have no control there. So now you get over here and you try to exercise your control in all the wrong ways just to feel some degree of power. You know what I'm saying? Power is a dangerous fucking drug, dog. Like the TV show Power, you know what it taught me? Well, I mean, not really. It didn't really teach me much because it was telling a story I'm very familiar with. But one thing it showed that you can utilize to show a younger generation who may think that The Wire is old school shit, or may think, you know what I'm saying, whatever the shit we watched was whatever. Okay, well, you got something existing right here in your time that's showing you the exact same thing. Power can corrupt you completely. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. No question about it. No question about it. So, I mean, you know, that's supposed to be the point of the whole checks and balances of America's government, that nobody has absolute power. That's supposed to be the point of it. But you got one entity. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That might be one of the only things about the shit that works.
I feel that.
The motherfuckers can never get shit done. they be checking the shit out of each other.
Hell yeah, they be checking each other unnecessarily sometimes just to be just on some power play shit. Nah, you ain't gonna do that because we said no.
You know, check your.
But, yeah. But the fucked up part is they can do that and they had their game, they had their fun, and the only ones that lose at the end is us. So I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Niggas be wilding. Oh man. How closely have y'all been following the what's the name of that shit?
Yo, man, stop doing that shit, nigga.
My bad, I'm choking. I'm about to choke on shit. Pause. That's how crazy this was. No.
God damn.
Oh no. I do want to get this out of the way before our guests get here because I got a feeling he's gonna go crazy. And I don't want to do that necessarily. But there's a report that Wyclef Jean says that there is a Fugees reunion tour going to take place. That's what he said. I'm a little. There was a point where I would be excited about this. There was a point where I would be really, really excited about this, and checking for scheduling to see if they were coming to Seattle or to Portland or somewhere close to here, so I could make sure that I'm there. But I got to be honest, folks. As of today, February 18th, 2024, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. There's a lot of reasons why I don't care. and all of them have to do with them. They have very little to do with me.
Name them. One,
when I get to the show, I don't want to see Wyclef and Pras for an hour and a half waiting for Lauryn Hill to get there. Fuck kind of sense does that make? Now, mind you, I am of the thought that you get what you pay for. You get what you ask for. And if you ask for it and you get it, you can't be mad. So if you go to the show and she's 3 hours late, but you know she's always late, you can't get mad. But that's why I'm not going. Because I don't want to deal with it. Second of all, as much as I love the album, the score, I can honestly say that all these years later, it doesn't resonate the same with me. I don't feel the same way about the music I did before. And of course, over time, that's going to happen in some cases. But the difference in how I feel about the music is so great that it doesn't inspire me to want to go to the show. I appreciate it for what it is. I think it's a masterful piece of art. Absolutely. Just my sensibilities have changed enough in the time since it came out that it doesn't hit me the same. I tried to listen to it probably a couple of weeks ago, and I just started skipping to certain songs. I couldn't just sit through the whole album. And that's when I knew, oh, things have changed. Okay. Like I used to just put the album on repeat and just let it play. But that's a secondary reason. Third of all, if I'm being honest with myself, especially at this juncture in my life with all of the shows I've done and all these dope ass rhymes I wrote, I'm not going to go sit through hours of just waiting for Wyclef and Lauryn to do their thing because I'm ready for this nigga to shut the fuck up. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool.
Because you want to shut up.
Pras. I ain't scared to say it. Pras.
Nah, I just didn't understand it because when like Pras don't really got but like one, maybe two songs, so you ain't gonna be sitting through him for too long. So
they get this nigga 8 bars a song. That shit is crazy. Nobody ever noticed that.
I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, that ain't nothing you're gonna have to really sit. Like, okay, so going back to your first point, right? I think actually the Fugees, this would be the only time where you could actually deal with, I ain't saying accept, but you could deal with Lauryn being late because Wyclef has enough music to not need nobody. You know what I'm saying? So he could open that motherfucker up and go until she come on stage, and then they could jump into that Fugees shit. You know, so stage management wise and set wise, like I think it'll work. You know what I'm saying?
That's the flip side of that. I don't love a whole gang of Wyclef solo music. Some of it, yeah.
You just took the words out of my mouth. I was just gonna say I'm not the big Wyclef fan, but I mean, but regardless, see again, but like, see, me and you was having this conversation the other day. I like shows. You know what I'm saying? So like, again, not that I be super willing to pay for that because I just don't really care to see the music itself. But you know what I'm saying? Like if we going and all right, cool. Like I'm not gonna be bothered by if they do it by how I say it. Like, all right, cool, yeah. Wyclef knocks out this first hour and a half, 2 hours. And again, he's a showman. Like I saw him walking around the music conference 5 years ago, not 20 years ago, 5 years ago. He's fucking Wyclef, and he's walking around the music conference on a guitar all day, playing and singing. That man likes to perform. So I want to go see what he's gonna do live. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of thing it is for me. It's just like, oh shit, like, you know, because you know, he's still a musician. So I still would like to see, like, you know, I know they're gonna do some covers of shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, like going to a Roots show. You're not gonna know all the songs the Roots got, but you don't need to because they're doing other songs. You know, so that's the only thing. Everything else, I'm with you on that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get what you pay for and all of that. Like, I'm just not. I don't care to go. I ain't going. I'll go if somebody take me. I wouldn't turn it down.
A pre-show is different.
You know. Oh, definitely that. Definitely that. I mean, but I ain't going to every free show. But I definitely go to.
No, not every free show, but the Fugees, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely go to that.
Sometimes the show free for a reason.
Because I'm on the same page as Seven. Like I don't really care at this point. I want to listen to a couple of songs and move on. But if it's free,
nah. But you got to think about why they doing the show though. Why they doing the tour?
maybe to push some new music,
No,
or they're pushing the score like a 25th anniversary.
No artist of their caliber is gonna go out on a tour with unreleased music to push. That's not gonna happen. I'm saying they going out because Prize got crazy motherfucking legal issues and he need money. He need money.
Absolutely.
Like I mean, he's still facing 20 years, or did they fucking? Well, he got restitution. What? I mean, they didn't resolve that case, did they?
I don't think it's done yet. Nah, I don't think it's done yet. Oh shit. Oh, you know what? I'm glad our guest just arrived, and I'm glad he's here because about that question I was about to ask. So I'd like to hear his response to this too. So I know I told y'all earlier we was gonna have a guest today. My man Tamal from Carrying the Culture is here. He is a very outspoken individual, so whereas sometimes I might pull the punch, don't expect him to do it. So I'm gonna bring bro on, and we're gonna continue the convo, and then we'll get into some shit about him too. Tell y'all some more about Carrying the Culture. If you're not following Carrying the Culture on Instagram, you should be. Talk about entertainment value. Jeez, bro, listen. I personally love a motherfucker that'll tell you that some shit is ass. So he definitely fits the bill. I guess okay. So here's my thing though. I love the Fugees. You know what I'm saying? I love the Fugees.
Yo,
Tamal, what's good, brother? How you living?
What up, man? What up? What up? Good to see you.
Maintain it, man.
How y'all guys doing?
All right. Hey, I like that jacket you got on, brother. That's
man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Got to look fly. I know who I'm rocking with. You know what I'm saying?
That's right there.
Can't come with no t-shirt on and shit. You know what I mean? No.
Shit, man. Come on, man. Come on.
But I'm saying, the devil's in the details. I know what it is. We know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But this is our culture, though. We gotta look. Can't be bumming it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
that's real shit.
So that's what we do.
So tomorrow we're gonna get into it. I've been talking, you know, I've been bigging up Carrying the Culture. We've been talking about it a little bit. We're having a conversation right now, and I just want to get your take. I'm about to ask the fellas a question. I wanted to get your take on it too. We was talking about the Fugees reunion tour that's about to pop off that Wyclef just announced. And kind of giving our thoughts on that. I kind of don't give a fuck at this point, but you know, it is what it is. But I was gonna ask, who's somebody that maybe hasn't been out on the road recently? In the last few years that you kind of would want to see, a legacy that you would really want to see, that you maybe never seen or maybe only seen a time or two that you'd be interested in seeing.
I would love to see, I've never seen him perform because he's still doing it. I would love to see Cool G rap. Like just bangers from all the albums, 4, 5, 6, And to me, the root to evil, that shit was crazy. So G-Rap on like just oldies, I mean everything. Don't curse, all that shit, like everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's still doing it. And that's why I really respect him, because at 55, 54, 55, high level, still elite MC. So I would love to see G-Rap just, and I think that would help him get his flowers too, because I still think he slept on. I still
very
think
much so.
Rap,
very much so.
I'm like, I bring up G-Rap and niggas be like, somebody came to my show, was like, oh, we don't want to hear no G-Rap. Niggas don't want to hear G-Rap. What? Fuck, I'm gonna turn my light back on real quick.
Right.
Niggas don't want to hear G-Rap?
Fuck you talking about, man? Like,
where?
He's underappreciated. He's underappreciated.
Very much so. Very much so. I think
you're right. That was on the boat. Like, see, I'm gonna tell you what's fucked up. I mean, people might take this the wrong way. Like, again, like cats are getting older. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying this for no kind of joke, no nothing. G-Rap better than all y'all niggas without his front teeth.
Oh, I said that. He's the illest nigga with a fucking list. You top 5 with a list, nigga.
And missing his front teeth.
And missing his teeth. With a top 5 with a speech impediment. What? Imagine it. Ain't nobody ever said shit because he's bodied everything. Ain't nobody ever even brought that shit up.
Right.
You don't bring that shit up because that nigga's an alien.
You know how I know he's underappreciated? Because I've seen the best storyteller in hip-hop debate go on for years, and his name never comes in the conversation for most people. And I'm like, how do you not put him in that conversation? Have you ever heard The Great Train Robbery? Have you ever heard Ill Street? Like, dog, when you talk about storytelling, of course you're going to give Slick Rick his flowers because that's what he's known for. You're going to give Biggie his flowers because, you know, he developed a very good reputation for being a storyteller. Nah, same thing. But you cannot leave Kool G Rap out of that equation, no matter what you do.
Right. Roots of Evil is an Antoine Fuqua movie.
Facts.
It's a fucking movie. I feel like I'm right there, flipping keys and everything with this nigga. Like the whole shit, I'm right there with him. Like, my man, I feel like I took a bullet. Like, he's that dude, man. And on some real shit, there is no Big Pun without G-Rap. You know,
there's no Nas without G-Rap.
There's no Nas without. There's no a lot of people. So I'm saying his father. There's no Pun. There's no Necro. There's no Ill Bill. There's no R.A. the Rugged Man. None of them niggas. And they all nice, but I'm saying, they all, Pun kissed this motherfucker's ring, knelt down and kissed his ring. Pun, the same nigga that fucking pulled out a Uzi on fucking the DJ kid. So
yeah,
Pun is that. I mean, G-Rap is that dude. So I think if he did do like a tour, you know what I'm saying, some type of tour or some shit, I think it would really. I think the heads would be like, yeah, fine, like this, you know what I'm saying? Because he ain't gonna be around forever, but like he's still killing it, hasn't compromised and shit like that. Like just came out with a new joint last year with Domingo, my man Domingo, with Kane on it. Yeah, so
and on top, as he's gotten older, his stage presence and performance has gotten a lot better. A lot better. Because he used to be known to be kind of bad on stage.
Yeah, and I haven't seen him, so I've seen him perform. I would love to see it, but it's like he's working with newer cats, younger cats, or whatever. So I think, man, you know what I'm saying. I like the album that he did with 38 Special,
that was dope.
Few years back. So yeah, G-Rap's that dude, and to me, like it's certain cats like where you like, because we always say everything's subjective, opinions, but there are some truths in hip hop, right? Some certain things where we're like, all right. You think this nigga, if you think if G-Rap ain't like in the discussion for you, it's like certain with basketball cats. Like if you ain't talking about like Larry Bird ain't one of your top dudes, you know what I'm saying? If Magic ain't one of your top dudes, still, so right. even with his funny ass run, the way you was the way he played, you were saying you made a point. You were saying Magic be looking all crazy and shit, looking all awkward.
Yeah, I'm just
6'9" playing point guard. Shit.
Like that. I think that's what it is for people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Magic was stiff.
That's what you said. Yeah, that's what you said.
You know what I'm saying? He bounced straight up and down. Like he wasn't the shaky guy.
No, he wasn't shifty at all. But like full court bounce pass, what it do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like one hop to Worthy and it's over.
Full court bounce pass.
Like that him. Yo, him to Worthy all day long, him to Michael Cooper all day long. I mean, that Showtime. I'm a diehard Lakers fan, so we I'm sorry we took it somewhere else. But
Oh nah, yo, you good. Like matter of fact, as a matter of fact, I was about to tell you offline, but I'll go ahead and say it now. I got every intention of hitting you up again to come on all purpose to talk basketball with me and JB. Don't worry about that. We gonna get to
well,
it.
yeah,
We
definitely,
gonna get to it.
yeah, I talk hoops all day, man. That's my shit until I tore up my fucking Achilles. So
Ooh, oh,
yeah,
that'll do it. Hell yeah, that'll do it. So I mean, just real quick, legacy act that you like to see. Anybody you can think of off the top of your head?
Man, I've seen a lot of them, bro.
I know. I'm about to say I know this is gonna be hard for you.
Shows, I'll go to shows. When you first asked it, I was thinking like Smooth the Trigger. I've never seen them.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I love that.
I would like to see Smooth the Trigger, man. Other than that, that's a difficult one. It would probably be somebody dead, yo.
I feel it.
The thing is, I'm gonna bring this up. Let me know what you guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. Big. I've never seen Big. I never saw Big.
Me neither.
And I only saw him once. So yeah, I can see that for sure.
Let me ask you guys this though. Like, as far as legacy shit, because I think so. Let's flip it the other way. I think legacy shit sometimes isn't done so well and it's kind of trash. For instance, Big Daddy Kane is still one of the best MCs right now. He can spit. He be jumping on joints really, but he ain't dropping nothing. So every time I see Big Daddy Kane, it's set it off, warm it up, Kane. Ain't no half stepping. 4 or 5 joints, he kills it, does his thing, and he's out. I don't like that shit. I don't like that at all. Like if you still rhyming and if you could still do it, then fucking do it. Rakim is another one. That shit pisses me off. Drop some shit, nigga. Like music. I fuck your tiny desk shit. Fuck that shit, man. I don't care about no NPR shit, man. I don't care about how many times you're gonna do fucking these classic joints from Paid in Full, fucking and flipping a little freestyle, little radio spot. Fuck that. You are Rakim. You are fucking Kane. So I'm just saying on the other side, the legacy shit sometimes for me is kind of like, again, word ain't no half stepping.
Right. I mean, that's why I typically don't go to see those guys anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like the last 2 times I saw Rakim, it was I went for a homeboy's birthday because he had never seen Ra. And then the time after that, I had a free ticket because my people work for the Root, so I was at the tour. But other than that, same show over and over. So like even with those, like you're right, like they don't drop new music. Like the show doesn't change.
The same shit. Yeah. So that's the thing I'm disappointed with. Like if you're still out there, then be out, then really put some music.
I think they're trying to preserve that legacy. They're trying to preserve something. So I wonder if it's a lot of mental shit going on where they're like, I don't know if I can compare to what everybody loves and everybody is enjoying and keep arriving to see. That's what I think it is.
But see, that's the case. But it's like I agree with that because the Rakim, right? He's arguably a lot of people's number 1, number 2, whatever, right? So then why fuck up your legacy? Or why become a meme? That's why cats ain't doing the dunk contest. You know what I'm saying? Like stars and shit. Like why you be on if Rakim came out and fucking laid an egg, yo, I'm all over that shit the next day. We all over it. I'm trashing it because
think about when the Master came out.
Of course you would. Oh, I don't even want to talk about them shits. Oh my God. But even to that point, also I think what happens too though is these niggas know that the motherfuckers could drop the dopest project today, and their generation of fans ain't gonna check for
it. That part.
They'll come out to the shows. They'll come out to the shows. They'll come out to the tours. But them actually taking the time because they're like, oh, it's too hard for me to find the music in my phone. It's in my hand. Like the link for it. And they won't.
Then I stare at 100 hours a day. Yeah.
They will not. They will not buy it, and that's a fact because Billy Dance told me in our last build, which was over a year ago, that MOP is sitting on 2 albums. And they're like, yo, we're not going to drop them until we feel that people are going to actually buy them shits. Like, Brother Jay told me he's got an X-Clan album mastered, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Been ready to go for about over a year. But
need that shit.
But yeah, we need that shit,
need
right?
Yeah,
so we'll jump on. I'm gonna tell him we need that shit. But like, yo, he's like, nah, nobody's supporting. You know what I'm saying? So That's real talk. I mean, that's real. Everybody complain that if we complain that the music ain't coming out, and then when it come out,
motherfuckers won't listen.
They won't buy it. I mean, they're not buy. They'll stream it.
But I'm telling you, I argue with college educated motherfuckers every day that's in their 50s, and these niggas cannot figure out how to stream music.
Oh yeah, that's laziness though.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
Yeah, that's definitely laziness, but I'm saying it's pervasive. Like it's a bunch of motherfuckers that's like that. That's what I'm.
Yeah, and I think it goes back to us being spoon fed though. Like back in the day, like and to me, I always say, I'm about to be 48. Like I got lucky that I could come home and turn on Rap City or Yo MTV Raps. I got lucky that I could turn on Arsenio Hall and Living Color, and shit was being broken on those shows at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, or whatever. I'm watching in Living Color. I'm watching the scenario. I'm watching Gangstar. I'm watching Dwick on fucking TV. So I say, like, yo, the dopest shit was the commercial shit, and it was being given to us on a silver platter. Now, yeah, you got to look for ill shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people are lazy, and I think that's a big part of it. Lazy as fuck. Oh, it's not being given to me. It ain't no good dope music. Shut the fuck up, man.
Basically, hey, look, it's okay, real quick, Mojo, what's your answer? Then we're gonna keep rolling. What's your answer? Who you want to see?
Oh yeah, because us old niggas will keep going. Because I had something else to say. I'm glad you stopped me.
Yeah, me too. I got something to add to that too. But that's why I was like, real quick, what's your answer?
Okay, so Tupac. Just to put it short, Tupac.
Excellent answer.
But
I saw Pop.
You did? In Greensboro?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I know what show you talking about too, and I didn't get to go. I was so mad. Because you know what the wild shit was when the East Coast West Coast shit was going on. I was an outcast of my homeboys. I think me and E talked about this before. I was an outcast of my homeboys because I was rolling with Pop. Even though I knew he was wilding about the whole Biggie shot him shit, I didn't give a fuck about that part. I was just like, that's my nigga.
This was before all of that.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I was just saying,
where you from? Where you from, brother? Originally,
Long Island.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I mean, but don't get it. Like the whole reason why though, it's a whole reason why that exists. It ain't got nothing to do with rap. Like it got everything to do with everything else. Like me and Pac have a very similar history, and I've always felt a kindredness with him. So like that's what they come across. But yeah. So yeah, I feel that. Okay, so Pac's a good answer. But back to what you were saying, or what we was talking about previously, I think there is a disconnect for the OGs. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them feel like, much like what Mojo was saying, a lot of them feel like they can't make something that's going to resonate with motherfuckers now. And then the laziness of motherfuckers that's supposed to be supporting the music don't lead you to want to continue to, like even us as independent artists that's younger than these niggas. Sometimes I'll get apathetic and be like, why the fuck would I put it out? They ain't listening. You know what I'm saying? So like, I get it. Especially when you've been to the top of the mountain or close to it. You know what I mean? And now you try to ride off into the sunset and solidify your legacy and make sure you walk off and everything clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get to the end of the line and then start. Think about what's happening to Kanye West.
Bro.
If Kanye West had stopped making music after his first 3 albums, what would Kanye's legacy be right now? You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Like, you remember, but he stayed around just long enough to make people be like, wait, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
no, if he stopped out the way some heartbreaks, then it's over.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't like that album though, but I feel you.
No,
absolutely.
I disagree.
I didn't say I like, but again, like that's what people say.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's a whole generation that reveres that album over all his other shit.
Thanks. What you mean you disagree, Mojo?
I love that album.
I know you a Kanye dude, so
yeah, no, man, I love that album. But yeah, we got to watch the wings melt off of a man, who was destined for greatness, and it's extremely disappointing. But I really like it. It's a heartbreak. I liked everything up until the Yeezus album. I thought Life of Pablo was cool. I haven't listened to anything after that really because I'm like, it's not the same quality of music that I liked coming out of his camp.
I ain't heard none of that shit.
He said I ain't heard none of that shit.
I have. Fine.
Well, okay, check it. I'm not. This could easily turn into a throw Kanye under the bus session, but I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm chilling. Like I can respect that because I know a lot of niggas that are big Kanye fans, so I understand why y'all, why it is that way. Now I did a lot of talking prior to homie coming on, so I think we might want to carrying the culture. Where did it start? You know what? I don't know a whole lot about your history, so do me a solid, real quick, if you can. Take me from Tamal fell in love with hip hop to I created carrying the culture. And in between there, when you say certain shit, we probably gonna hop in and ask some questions. But like, yeah, give me the rundown.
Word. I consider my hip hop birth year 1982. I was 6 years old. I first heard Planet Rock, saw b-boys and the graffiti and stuff, and it was a rap. By 84 came around. You couldn't tell me I wasn't Michael Jackson, like popping and stuff. I was in the basement doing shows for my family. So I came into this as a b-boy and a graph writer. And so that's why it's carrying the culture. It's all four elements. And then the fifth, knowledge, the application of those elements. It's not just rap for me. Like the rap shit, my love for rap came later, yo. It was the dance, it was the b-boy, the music, the DJ. It was the other three elements. Before I never DJ'd, but so I came into it as a b-boy, graph heavily into graph. I mean, I was born in the Midwest, but then I moved out to Connecticut when I was 9. So like I was about an hour and 10 minutes, 15 minutes from New York. So the influence obviously was heavy there. So the style of dance changed. Obviously, you notice like by like the 80s, it was less b-boy and more like, like more grooving and stuff like that. If you saw all the videos, obviously. So that style was kind of started by this crew in New York called Mop Top Crew. And so these guys, our OGs in Connecticut, went to New York and were coming back. I mean, we're right there. So like the influence is obviously there. So throughout, basically, I was really dancing the most, dancing and writing. I did rhyme and make beats for a few years in the mid 90s. I think everybody did. And it was something I really liked. I liked making beats a lot, and I liked rhyming, but the dancing came easier. I was doing shows, trying to do commercials and stuff like that. So teaching and stuff. So battling and everything. The dancing was like just a natural thing. So I didn't want to shortchange the art form of emceeing, and if I couldn't do it justice. I realized I was gonna have to put in like work and to just, I wanted to be, if I was gonna do, I want to be nice. I'm not gonna be a scrub ass motherfucker. So I lay down a couple of tracks with my peoples and stuff like that, and really liked it. It's just that the dancing shit was always right there for me, and up until my like, I mean, I still do it. I'm still in a crew. So
That's
I mean, the video, the little clips you post.
Yeah. So I get down. So I mean, I rock to house music too, popping. I rock to anything, and so my whole shit was late 90s. I was in New York. I was taking the train to New York. We were going every week, going clubbing, battling cats, and we got our, like, I can say, like, it's CT. Nobody gives a shit. Like everybody thinks we're rich. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like Jersey. You know what I mean? Like New York cats don't give a fuck about CT. Nobody cares about Connecticut, yo. And so you got to show and prove if you're gonna fucking. So like anybody that's nice from CT and something is really fucking nice. Apathy is really nice. Blackistan was nice. Like anybody that's nice at anything, you're really fucking nice because it didn't come easy. Like because like so when we would go to New York and battle cats. Connecticut's so small, you can go from any point to any point within an hour. So like it's regional shit. But when we got to see if we saw niggas from CT in New York that we were beefing with, we squashed all that shit because we just had to team up for being in New York and hold it down. So it might end up being like 15 of us or whatever. We might not even fuck with each other like that. But if we cipher in the city or something, or in Queens somewhere, battling cats that ain't fucking with us because we from CT. But we know people there, but if there was always some OGs or whatever, niggas be like, fuck them CT niggas, man. So we'd have to fucking show and prove. And we did. I could say, like, the notch on my belt is that our crew went to New York City from Connecticut for about 4 years straight and got our props and held it down in ciphers and dance ciphers all over the city. And that's, you know what I'm saying? That's the biggest, but I would say my biggest contribution to the game or whatever. As far it was always on that, and I wrote a lot, but I got arrested a couple of times early, so I stopped that shit. But I always keep a marker with me. But as far as getting, I mean, I was trying to get up everywhere, so I got hemmed up quick, and I was like, yo, I was facing like a 2-year bid. I was like, I'm not going to jail for graffiti. If I'm getting locked up, I'm getting locked up for some real ass shit. So
yeah, I mean,
were you getting caught up for markers or actually, like
nah,
hitting up on walls and stuff?
Yeah, like paint. Then they just went, and then they just get everything. Everything is a charge. So every tag they saw after they got the one shit was boom, 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 and you got like 100 charges against you. Like so,
that's crazy.
So it wasn't worth it for me. So then for like about 12 years, I was off the grid. I was deep into some like religious spiritual life. It's a whole nother show, another topic, whole nother thing. My name isn't Tamal. That's not my legal name. That I got that name from my guru. So that I was off the grid. I was living on a farm. I was milking cows and shit, getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning and praying and stuff, like meditating. So that's a whole nother story. But came back, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Got some kids and stuff like that. So 2016, my homegirl's like, you should get on Instagram. You should get on Instagram. I'm like, why? Whatever. Like, she's like, get on there, it's cool. It's cool. Get on Instagram. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I got on there. I saw people posting hip hop and this song. I was like, oh, okay. So I know about hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Been a part of this forever. Like, like been to memorable shows and shit. Like I got crazy stories. So I'm like, all right, I started posting some stuff, and then I started posting opinions and shit. Like I didn't know what it was gonna do. Like I would just put I did when Cardi B started popping off, I did like a video. At the time I was living in an apartment and I had like an incinerator, and I was like, oh, I'm taking out the Cardi B, and I videoed the trash, me taking out the trash, dropping it down the incinerator. The page blew up to like 10,000 people. I started doing videos and just being me, yo. I didn't know what was gonna happen. And so then I was like, yo, like people would send me music and I would be like, yo, I ain't no fucking industry dude. Leave me the fuck alone. Like, don't send me shit. Leave me alone. Like, fuck you. Like, and after a while, like late 2016, I was like, yo, like this shit is happening in spite of me. Like let me. And people were like, yo, you need a show, you need to do this, I was like, what? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm just like getting high, talking shit about, I would just be like, I go on and be like, yo, Busta Rhymes is the ultimate sellout. And that was just and I didn't know it was I thought it was like Facebook. Like, I thought the shit would be contained. I didn't know it would like go all over the place and people would come on and stuff. And so I'm like, what the fuck? So I talked to some friends and I was like, yo, you think I got something here? Should I do something? They were like, yo, you should do something like this, whatever. So came up with the logo. Came up with the idea for Carrying the Culture, had my man do the logo. And I was like, yo, it's about the 4 elements. What am I about? And that was the first page. And that was 2016, 2017. And it was just been that ever since. So I started working for a radio station, Rap FM, out in Staten Island. I was like their marketing guy, and doing a bunch of shit. We grew that platform, and we stopped. But so like then I became an industry guy. So I said, once I'm gonna do it, I'm really gonna be about it then. And so I started accepting music and just more opinions about different stuff and just things like that. And then like it didn't. 2020, I left Rap FM, and I was like, I need to do this CTC shit. Shit started popping off. I had gone to High Road Day. Started meeting like legends that I grew up like watching. I'm like, damn, these are my friends now. And like Elder Sensei was my man, and like certain cats. And I'm like, shit. So just really been pushing it then. So started the Carrying the Culture show in 2020, and we're 143 episodes deep. We got a show with Brother Jay, a monthly show called Constant Elevation. That's Brother Jay from X-Clan. So we talking some real shit. We got a monthly show with A+ on mental health called Talking Crazy. A+ from Souls of Mischief. And then we do the weekly with our man Save the Hip Hop Culture. And we break down elements, and we do some guests. And so we're just trying to push it. I've had some opportunities to try to pick up the show and stuff like that, but it wasn't the right thing because I need to be me. Like, it's not, like, I can't change. Like, if they say, oh, you got to pump this little whoever shit, we'll give you 10 stacks. I can't do it, yo. So nothing's really materialized, but we're just pushing it forward. My wife is a huge help. She does all the graphics. She's the first line of defense for the music. Everyone thinks it's me. She checks all that shit, yo. Like, she's tougher than me.
That
Like,
tells me something. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something real quick. That tells me something. I sent him a song. Say, yo, tell me what you think about this record, yo. Because I respect his opinion, and I know that if it's trash, he'll tell me. And I know not to put this shit out. I was like, yo, tell me what you think. He was like, yo, I got you.
yeah.
I didn't hear nothing back. I was like, this song has got to be really bad. I'm not putting this out.
I wrote you back. You sent it in the DM. You sent it in. I wrote you. I said, no, I said it straight. You got to check the DM.
Oh, shit, I got to check that shit again. I'm like, because I forgot we started talking about the pod after that.
No, check it in. I said it straight. No, I said it was straight. So she's the first. She's on the email, so she gets the shit. She does the graphics. We sit there and listen to music and clown music all the time in the emails with her, and she's a big part of it. So I can do shit, but she edits all the videos. She's editing shit right now next to me. So, and we're just running with it, man, trying to see where it goes. Again, it's about the 4 elements. And then the page, obviously, it's my personality. It's other shit too, because I'm more than just hip hop. This just happens to be the thing that popped off. Like, I could do a podcast on, I could do my page. I could have I'm a Gemini. I could have 10 different pages right now that would still be the same shit, but on different topics. Like, so you want to talk yoga? We can do it. You want to talk fucking house and techno? I got you all day long. You want to talk, you know what I'm saying, 80s shit and 70s shit and retros? Got you. So we could, but this is what's going on, and so I'm running with it until the wheels fall off. And it's important to me because hip hop is really a big part of my life, man. It taught me a lot of things, taught me a lot of principles and stuff. So I take it serious. You know, my goal is for it to fucking pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? We have a promo company on the side that we're trying to get launched and stuff right now, where we're gonna be doing promo for artists, but we try to make it not look like promo, like where it's you know, I do promo for cats, but it's you can't tell it's promo. So, you know, we're trying to do some shit, and it's, you know, it's really about the stuff that I was taught. I don't know anything else, yo. And people sometimes think my approach is harsh and shit. This is how I was taught. So if you guys, people want to change the rules now, that's all right. Y'all can do that, but I'm not changing the rules. No biting still is important to me. You write your own shit, no ghostwriting. That shit's important to me. So if it's not important to you, that's all right. But I'm still, the values for me didn't change. Standards don't change. That's why they're standards. If they change, then they wouldn't be fucking standards. The definition of a standard is something that doesn't, it's a hallmark, it's a benchmark, it's a measuring stick. So for me, it's about just keeping it 100 as far as the culture, as far as what we do, man. And, you know, and some people fuck with us heavy and some people don't. And it's all right. You know, I'm like asparagus, man. When the best shit, Brussels sprouts, we realize, damn, these shits are good. If you put some rosemary and some shit, damn, this shit banging. Yes. But, you know, straight up on the packaging, you know, you're like, damn, I don't know. But you know, if you fuck with the page, you know, we're about other shit and stuff too. So I've been rambling, but there you go.
Nah, it was something you said earlier that I wanted to point out, because I appreciated the fact you said that, because I don't think enough people say it. You said hip hop showed you so much in life. It taught you things, basically. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people really get that. I don't think that's the same thing with these young motherfuckers today, like how we got it. Because we were taught how to eat. We were taught how to respect each other. We were taught how to drink. You know what I mean? Healthily and all that other shit. Of course, you got all of the side bullshit or whatever, but we were taught the right things. We were taught good values. You know what I mean? And that also goes into standards. Standards, the root word of standard being stand, meaning consistent.
There you go.
You got to stand. You know, I just appreciate that, because a lot of people won't say that hip hop raised them.
Yeah, I mean, but then they're not hip hop heads. Then they're just rap fans. See, that's where you separate. You got to separate shit. So you could talk to, listen, you could do a 90s party right now play shook ones, play a bunch of like 90s joints, and people go crazy. You play some underground shit, you play some Cannibal Ox, you play some Def Jux, or you play some shit like that, crickets. And only the real heads will be like, rah, 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 rah. You know what I'm saying? So hip hop, when the shit started going south, because like I said, at one point, musically, the dope shit was the commercial shit. Ain't no half stepping was on the TV. So that changed when it went left. Real heads were like, oh, we're going with it's going away. The real hip hop's going, and then other heads just stay with whatever's commercial. So those are the same people that love the fucking Lil Whoever's. If you put that 90s shit on, they'll go crazy. That 90s commercial shit, but then you put on some other shit, they're not gonna know it. You know what I'm saying? So, but back to the point, it's just like hip hop taught me how to tie my sneakers. I mean, I'm planning on writing an article about this. It taught me how to like deal with girls, deal with beef, like how to move. You know, like the up north trip, Mob Deep, yo. You know, I've been in that situation. Like I've been in that situation, which shorty, like, is she trying to set me up or something like that? Like, what's good out there? I'm going out there. I ain't with my peoples. Like, I've been in those situations. How to roll a blunt. He gives the manual. Like, there's street lessons, there's life lessons, loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Originality. Like hip hop's the ultimate. Like, we didn't make shit. Barrister Cass says hip hop didn't make anything, but we took from everything and we make it ours. We took ski goggles and made it fresh. We took how to lace sneakers, how to do all types of shit, how to wear your hat. Everything is hip hop. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
the other shit though, when it's people say, a lot of people that we hear say hip hop raised me. Okay, so check it. I look at it the same way I look at the phrase "I am hip hop." A lot of people say it because they seen it said, and they may dig the person that they saw say it. You might see KRS-One say it, and you're a KRS-One fan, so you're gonna say "I am hip hop." But at the end of the day, a lot of the people that say I was raised by hip hop really mean they grew up listening to rap music.
Yep.
They don't know shit about. They can't tell you who Crazy Legs is. They don't know who the Rocksteady Crew is. They don't know none of that. They don't know who Cold Crush is. They don't know none of that shit. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that right now some 17-year-old kid around the corner from me has to know who these people are. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, if you are a participant in hip hop culture and not just a fan of rap music, anything that is your culture, you should do the knowledge on the history of it. When you live in America, there's a culture in America. And when you go through school, guess what they teach you? The history of America. That's why. So you can understand what's going on and be an active part of the culture being created in America. If you're going to be a part of hip hop, you got to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I personally feel some type of way. I mean, we talk about it all the time. He be laughing me off the phone sometimes. Like we get into it all the time about niggas with ghostwriters, all this other. Like I'm probably one of the most die hard of the principles that people taught me when I was a kid when it come to hip hop. But I also have started to recognize by being an artist and moving through the industry how much that shit don't mean nothing to other people. So I'm like, I got to find somewhere in the middle to play the game if I want to win. Or I can stick to my principles and just be content with whatever I get. You know what I'm saying? Because at a point, you have to make that decision as an artist. Am I going to stick to what I know, stick to my guns, and stay underground and da-da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah? Or, like, your statement about Busta Rhymes, at first, I can guarantee you the first time somebody read that, they was like,
right.
But then when they thought about it, they was like, well, wait a minute. He might have a point here. He might have a point here. We have a problem in hip-hop sometimes being honest about our idols. We have a problem with it. And I mean, not just in hip-hop, it happens all the time that people have favoritism one way or the other because they really, really like somebody. I was telling them earlier, I made the statement online one time that I said Biggie's overrated. And motherfuckers came from my fucking head. Yeah. But I was like, dog, I can say that. You know why? Because in the grand scheme of things, the people that I rank above him have 10, 11, 12 albums. He got 2.
Right.
You got to understand my system for rating them ain't the same as yours. So maybe we can have a discourse about it and I can help you understand why I feel that way. You can help me understand why you don't feel that way. And we can keep going. It's still hip hop at the end of the day. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion.
It's just your opinion. Yo, back on your point about the as far as being part of the culture. I mean, I think, like, I'll say this, I'll add on because I've said it numerous times. if you don't have a fundamental respect or understanding of all of the elements, then you're not hip hop to me. Like a respect. I'm not saying you got to know who did the first throw up or whatever, originator of this style or that style. But if you don't know, like, if you don't even just have an appreciation for b-boying and DJing and graffiti and understanding it, if I've posted graph and I've seen people on my page be like, oh, that's vandalism. Why you posted? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Like, I write on, like, that shit is crazy to me. So I'll say that's, to me, that's important, man, because you're just a rap fan, and that's where there's a separation. You know what I mean? To me, like, it's, like just an an appreciation, understand. I'm not saying you have to have this deep knowledge of all of them, but like, we gravitate towards what we gravitate towards, and obviously the music, has driven the culture in a lot of ways for a long time. But at least having an understanding and appreciation. So,
and that's mainly because the music been the easiest thing to sell to people. You know what I'm saying? That's the easiest thing to sell. They targeted graffiti as vandalism for so long.
Produce too.
So what?
It's the easiest thing to reproduce.
Facts. Hell yeah. But yeah, they made graffiti seem like a bad thing for so long that now you have to change the way people see it in order to sell it to them. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to undo the harm that you did so you can sell it to them now. So you can make some money off this culture that you tried to run off the block when it popped up. You know what I'm saying? And the B-boys, all of their moves get stolen by people who do other forms of dance, and they get all of the accolades and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like all of that stuff happens to our culture all the time. You know what I mean? But when it's all said and done, you absolutely positively have to, at least, much like you said, you have to have an understanding of what the other elements of the culture are. Like, you can't even respect rap the way you think you do if you don't know where else it came from.
Of course not.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that's just the way I see it. But I did want to ask you, because you said something earlier, and I wanted to let you get through the story, but I wanted to ask you about this because you said it, and I always like to ask this question of people. You said you got some wild show stories. Give us one. Give us a good one.
Oh, I'll give you the best one. The best one is then I got a question for you guys because I'm about to do an article and I want to get your feedback on the topic. The best one the craziest one was. It was King Just opening. It was Timbo King's first show. ODB, Raekwon, Ghost, and Keith Murray. This was in Connecticut. This was at the Sting. This was the show that ended up getting Keith Murray locked up.
I was about to say that was the one, yeah.
Yeah, I was there. So this shit was crazy. So this was the heyday of the gang situation in CT in the 90s, Latin Kings and shit. I don't know if you've seen the episode of Gangland. There's Los Solitos, Latin Kings 2011. There was all these this shit was popping off heavy in the 90s. They called it in the Connecticut National Guard. So it was like all the shows were getting, they shut down Hartford. They shut down Hartford for like a week. My mom had to couldn't go to work because they was waiting for niggas to get out of federal court for like RICO charges and then fucking blasting them when they came out of the fucking courthouse. So it was wild. This is setting the time frame. So at this show, early on, there was just fights just popping off in the show, like in the fucking pit area. Everybody's just and then security break it up. So then, so Dirty about to come on. Yo, this was the craziest shit in the world, yo. So this is why I love Brooklyn Zoo so much. So, the part where the very beginning, it's like, he's like, what? I'll bust that nigga ass right now. He ain't saying nothing. What? Fuck, she ain't saying nothing. Fuck it. Yo, bust his ass. The girl saying, but so soon as Dirty says, yo, I'll bust that nigga ass right now, all hell breaks loose down in the shit. Everybody, box cutters, blades, everybody, wah. The whole shit starts going crazy. Right? Dirty spitting Brooklyn Zoo while this shit's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one man, Army A son. I never been taken out. And niggas just like, like the whole shit's crazy. So Ray jumps on the mic, yo, chill, yo, chill. We're not gonna get paid. Like, yo, chill. Dirty's fucking going in the whole time. fucking security going down there. They getting fucked up. So this is when I saw, he could deny it all day. This is when I seen Keith Murray fucking out in the crowd, lumping cats up. Fucking, he put somebody in the hospital. That's why he went to prison. So I seen him. He had like a mic stand. He was swinging on cats. So by this time, the fights had like, me and my girl at the time, we was kind of like up by the bar area because we saw him just getting crazy down there. I almost got caught in something. So we're up at the bar area. The fights were coming up by us. We see like this one poor dude getting stomped out by like 8 dudes with like bar stools and shit. Bouncers was getting beat over with bar stools. Yo, they was laying bouncers out left and right. Bounce, like, bloop, bloop, bloop. And these was big niggas too. And fucking this one dude was just catching it. Like his shit was just like, remember when in Minister Society when Kane stomped that dude out in the project and his head is just bouncing up on the side and shit like this. This nigga's head was like blah blah. So they stomping him out. By this time the police are all up in there, and me and my girl were like making our way out. And fucking that's the shit that got Keith Murray locked up for a couple years in CT.
That shit is hilarious. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What do it say about me that I love to see bouncers get fucked over at the club? What do that say about me? I love that shit. I don't know. I'm crazy. But yeah, that's, you know, the funny thing is, those of us who weren't present, you know, you hear different things about that situation. And I've heard different takes of it from different people other people who may have been there but didn't have the best view of what was happening. So hearing it from you kind of fills in some of the holes about some of the other shit I heard about that. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was a crazy scene. And it was like, that shit's in Wikipedia. Like, I'm like, damn, it was 2 days after my birthday. And fucking, yeah, that was wild. That was a wild joint.
Yo, and I'm gonna tell y'all now. I think I said it earlier. I'm gonna say it again. I had the pleasure to meet Tamal in LA when I went down to do the Cali Agent Show with E. And let me tell you, it's a whole lot of niggas I see on the internet that do a whole lot of shit on the internet, and then when you see them in real life, they are not that person. They be on a whole different type of time because they know it's safe behind their keyboard and behind their fucking webcam. Not him. He was in the club screaming, "It's trash, B." I was like, yeah.
The best shit ever, right? I told you. Like I said, when you see this nigga, man, watch. Somebody gonna get it.
Oh God.
That's crazy. That's crazy that you told him that earlier on. That's
not because I've been around you before. You know what I'm saying? So like I know what it is. So I knew what to expect. And like I could read your it's trash meter going up in your face.
You saw it whenever that shit was happening. I mean, yeah, man, I appreciate you even saying that though, because yo, I'm the same dude, yo. Just the camera just happens to be on, man. Like I'm the same person, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to be like just authentic, man. I'm not, you know, like my page could be much bigger. My whole shit could be much bigger than it is. I don't tag niggas and try to go at motherfucker. I could be going at cats like Charleston White and all this crazy shit. I'm not trying to do that. I'm like this is what it is. It's on my page. I have a filter on my page where you can't even comment unless you follow me. Like, so it's like my page could be, everything could be all rah. Like, it's just, I say my shit, I keep it moving. Y'all people don't want to get all flipping out. I'm on to the next thing, posting some stupid shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so
you get niggas up in arms too. They be mad.
Hold up though. But that dude was trash, B.
It was.
That's funny as hell. Look, we were just sitting there just watching. Look, we wasn't watching. We was on the other side of the building.
Yep.
And we could hear the dude, and we all like look at each other like, yo, who the fuck is this? Like,
right. I had to go see.
So what happened, Mo? Somebody got snuck into the bill. He was not on the bill.
Oh, he wasn't?
Nah, he wasn't on the bill. He got snuck into it.
Oh.
So everybody's like, who the fuck is this? And that meter on your face just started do. I can see you itching. It was like, I said, I told you. I said, you could do it. I do it. That shit was hilarious.
Yo, that was wild, yo, because that nigga was awful. I was like, yo, It was so bad, Mo. I had to walk around there and see who the fuck this guy was. I was like, I got to see who doing this, yo. Like, I got to see it because
It was a straight deviation from what had been going on. Like, I mean, like
exactly.
We all chilling, smoking, everything cool, everybody killing it, everybody doing their thing, and then like, yo, like what? Like it's like I get like a Tourette's or something, yo. That shit be crazy, yo.
You get that record scratch, everything changed.
That's what it was, man.
That nigga must have been a promoted cousin or some shit. I don't know. Like that was wild, man. So I mean, I know you've had the opportunity to talk to a lot of really, really dope artists. I've got a chance to watch quite a few of your lives on IG while you're talking to people. I really enjoyed the one you did with E, of course. That was dope. But you have a lot of really dope interviews and stuff you've done with people. So who was like your most memorable interview that you did?
Oh, I got a few, but one of the top ones was Inspector Deck. I mean, that's
I watched that one too. Yeah,
he was one of my dream interviews. Redman is the other one who I'm been trying to get for like 4 years. But yeah, so that was great. We rocked for 2 hours. He told some great stories. And just broke. He talked about how him and Ghost used to battle like B-boy and shit against each other. Ghost was dope at the windmill and stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to get the YouTube growing because there's a lot of dope stories. I mean, Big Twins talks about how Havoc was going to trash the Shook Ones beat. You heard that story?
No.
So
what the fuck?
Salute to our man Big Twins. He was in another building. They basically could scream at each other. And he Havoc told him to go to the store, get some trees and shit, get some L's. So Twins went to the shit, came back over. Havoc was literally about to delete the Shook Ones beat. He played it for Twins. Twins like, yo, don't delete that shit, keep that shit. Like, no. And he kept it and it became Shook Ones. Yeah. So that almost changed the course of history.
Oh my God. Massively,
We had 3 hours with Kwame. That was great. Talking about some shit. Like he was on the same label with MC Breed, talking about MC Breed held him down. That was dope. He talked about how he snuck over to Herbie Lovebug's house when Herbie was on tour, and that's how he learned how to produce and shit. And he would take his equipment and then try to get it back before Herbie got back from rocking with Salt and Pepper and stuff.
Bro, when you coming back? Oh, that's what's up.
We've had some good ones, man. We've had some really good ones. So those are some memorable ones. Bernadette Price, we've had her on twice. She's dropped a lot of jewels. Oh, big up to my man Carlton Fisk. He was a great one. We had him on twice. He talked about tons of crazy stories. This Wu-Tang story. Yo, do you guys know the first time Carlton Fisk ever rhymed was on PLO style? Ever.
Yeah. He told me that. Yeah, he told me
that. Ever. He was about to go do something on somebody or something. Meth grabbed him and was like, "Yo, come to the studio. Come to the studio. Come to the studio." And then he came to the studio. And he was just while he was in there, they just laid down PLO style.
Yeah, I remember the first when I met Carlton Fisk, it was in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was when Takal was out, and Method Man did a show at the Ritz in Charlotte. So we went down, me and my squad. Kyle Santillion was with us. It was like 7 or 8 of us from Winston State. No doubt. Big out Kyle Santillion, Tap Money, all y'all, man. All my Ramley that went on to do big broadcasting. Salute to y'all. So we get there, and there's so much weed being smoked inside the building, I can barely breathe. And I smoke heavy. So the fact that I can barely breathe is saying something. Like, they going in. Meth goes up, does the show, kills it. We get ready to leave. And my homeboy lives in Charlotte, so we about to go drop him off at home. So we going down the block, and we see their van turn into the hotel. So my homegirl was driving, so she decided to follow the van. I'm like, yo, where we going? I was like, yo, this ain't the best idea in the world, you know what I'm saying? But whatever. So we end up in the parking lot in a cypher with Carlton Fisk. And then Method Man walks up. And he started freestyling with us. And while we standing in the circle, this nigga ducks down like, what the fuck is going on? Like I'm thinking, like, yo, do we need to? Is a sniper out this bitch or something? Like, what the fuck is happening? So I'm saying, I started looking around. He's like, yo, don't move, don't move, don't move. I was like, what's up? He said, that Van, that's my manager right there. Shh, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. Van goes by. So we proceed, we smoking, freestyling, everything is all love. And like 8 months later, I'm in New York shopping my project, shopping my demo at Def Jam. This nigga gets off the elevator, was like, yo, know you. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you helped me in Carlton hire for my manager in Charlotte. I was like, yeah. But that shit was wild. But that Carlton was out there with like like a little ass t-shirt on. That's like 8 degrees outside. And this nigga's like, yeah, man, I'm high as fuck, yo. Like, I ain't even got no big shirt on, nigga. Yo, you know this nigga Meth, the only reason I rap, nigga. I was like, yo. When he told us that story, I was like, nigga, that's the best. That probably the greatest studio session you ever gonna have in your life, because it saved you from some shit that was probably getting ready to derail you forever.
Hell
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
We still ended up getting
locked up. He went, right?
Yeah.
He still did. But that was a good one.
Man.
Yo, I want to bounce something off you guys. I'm about to do an article on it and do a video on it. I guess this will be the first time I share it. Like, let me know what you think about this.
Okay.
All right, so we understand that. So from my perspective, I'll say this. In my perspective, the DJ is the foundation in a lot of ways of hip hop, at least from a art standpoint. Like DJs, B-boys come, that shit was going, and then it was more of a call and response, early MCing. So and then MC obviously, you know what I'm saying, elevated their game. But so that's my understanding of it, right? But somebody pointed out something to me. This is just kind of a historian on the whole culture, and he said to me, when we talked about it, I'm gonna see what you guys think, that he said B-boy culture is the essence of hip hop culture. And we talked about it, and here's why. And I thought about it. I was like, all right, but think about it. A culture is what I have support. It's like 4 major points. There's like language, mannerism, style of dress, values, and things like that. Right? There's a few major points. And B-boy culture, right? Language. We still say whack. That shit, biting. Those are B-boy terms. The very principles of like not biting somebody's style, like that comes from B-boy shit. Dress, how we stand, right? How we even stand in a picture, like right now. How you wear your hat. People wear your hats like chilling in a B-boy. People right now, even if you're not, you could be just all in a rap. How you stand in the picture, prison pics, like that's all. This is all characters on the graffiti wall. All those characters, the goggles, or the glove and shit. Those are Von Bow characters, and that's where the origin goes. But those are graffiti. Those are B-boys. How to lace your sneakers. Even to this day, like I lace my sneakers a certain way, like based on B-boy culture. Like, so to me, like, and like a lot of the values, like again, going back to like biting, being original, that comes from the B-boy battle shit, because that was before those words predate the MC. Like the MC started using them, but like whack, I don't know about dope, so I'm not gonna say that, but whack, biting, sucker, a lot of those words and a lot of the things that we do even to this day, to me, are unknowingly can be traced back to b-boy principles. So that's what I plan on kind of like writing an article about, like breaking it down by like a few points. I forgot which.
I like that.
There's like 4 points that like I want to touch on, like that like make up like a culture, and talk about how like b-boying, like, so the, you know, the values, the, you know, fashion, right? Like wearing your hat, like everything, the tracksuits, like people still wear tracksuits to this day. That's b-boy culture right there.
Yeah.
Like
the jacket you now got a pair of pants to go with it. Like that's yeah.
the drug dealers in the 80s and everybody even when they had like Dapper Dan like sweatsuits and leather like all the suit shit, that's Adidas. That's Adidas sweat track shit from B-boy culture. So yeah, what you think?
I like it.
I do too.
So basically saying just so I can make sure I'm understanding exactly where you're going with it. Like B-boy culture is the backbone of hip hop culture?
Of the culture, not necessarily obviously of all of the music or anything, but like of the
No, I mean saying hip hop, just like again, we've established that when we say hip hop, we mean culture, we don't mean rap.
Right. So yeah, that it's the backbone in terms of like we'll try to break it down by those a few of those points.
Do the practices and aesthetics. I dig it. I dig it.
Or at least it should be looked at. And once I continue to like research it and stuff a little bit further, depending on how much material I have, I could say, okay, like, yeah, the foundation, maybe it's not as strong as the foundation, but like it plays a big role. You know what I'm saying? But I could say, but I'm willing to say, based on what I've read so far and the things that I know about it so far, I'm willing to say, yeah, foundation, because like if it, covering those points of what a culture is, I think it does in a lot of ways. So
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. Mojo, what you say?
I agree.
I agree.
No, I think it's a really good topic because it I feel like it uplifts breaking, a little bit more than rap and DJing and stuff like that. I think right now we're really hyper focused on rapping and stuff like that, but I don't think a whole lot of people still really put a lot of love on breaking, and so I think it'd be really cool to just uplift that.
Thanks. And I when you say foundation, what comes to my mind is and the more you thought about it, I know you probably saw the face I made it, and there's a reason I made that face. It made me think about something. A lot of people say the DJ is the foundation of hip hop. And I started thinking and I started saying, well, maybe not. Because as you were talking about the pillars that create a culture, all the DJ had to do was play the music. The people who were the gangsters, the gang members who decided that they were going to dance instead of fighting, and it started establishing this thing amongst themselves to bring about peace in their community and to find a peaceful way to resolve their differences. That to me is absolutely the foundation of hip hop. So like, yes, the DJ turned the record on. Enough respect for that. Like that's not taking anything away from what you added to that first instance and to the continuation of that. But what began to bloom out of it and to give it a greater necessity to the people who it was touching was definitely the tenets that were created by the B-boys and the B-girls who came out of that gang life or just rough life that they were living and started creating a different thing for them to live by. Yeah, because it even gave validity to the MC when they started talking. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like none of that other stuff means that DJ don't mean as much if the B-boys don't come along. Because you don't necessarily have a necessity for the MC right away. You know what I'm saying? Like it may take some time to get to that point that the B-boys ain't there. The B-boys and B-girls aren't there. So yeah.
And it takes a people to create a culture. So like,
right.
People are who are creating it. Like, I mean, so yeah, the DJ is playing music. I do consider that the foundation in terms of like that starts, but it's like you got to do something after the music plays, like you said.
You beat me to it, because all I was thinking is like, without the music, we don't have the B-boys, but the B-boys is what made the extra step in it blossom after that.
Right. And here come your rules.
Ignition.
Yeah, here come your rules and your tenets and your no biting, and because now you got like a reason. Now you have something going on outside of the music. The music's going on, but now you have this. Oh, what's this going on here? Oh, you took my style, yo. Oh, so now no biting. No, you can't have the same name as me. Da 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 da. And then later that we those things are still, then they became applied to rap. You know what I'm saying?
They couldn't apply it to rap in the beginning. All them niggas sounded the same because they were still trying to figure out how to rap. It wasn't a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it all sounds like when you listen to really old hip hop, like big back, all the niggas sound the same. Why? Because nobody knew how to do it different. Like until they started developing styles. You know what I'm saying?
And to that point, they was all doing the same job,
Right.
which
Right.
was emceeing the show.
Right.
You know what I mean? Keeping people involved. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, you had some differences in some people. Some people say Bob did Bob the dang a dang. Some people, you got some differences somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
Yeah, but yeah, that was an evolution that definitely came later. You know what I'm saying? And this is why it's important to understand, like as big as the rap shit is, and that's all we talk about. Even me, I try to be like, when we think hip hop, like everyone gravitates toward the rap. All right, but this shit came later, and it wouldn't be here if like these bricks weren't laid in place by by the DJs and the B-boys. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I always say graffiti's an outlier because it's the one element that's illegal. Two, it existed before hip hop came. So, and there's a lot of also graph writers that don't even fuck with hip hop. So, like, it is hip hop and it's not. Like, there's some of the best graph writers of all time do not even, they're like, yeah, whatever. Like, we don't fuck with hip hop. They're metalheads and like punk rockers and stuff like that. So, one of my college roommates, this dude was like a white suburban, like kind of like grunge kid, and he had the craziest wild style, New York wild style ever. Like if you would have thought like there was like, he was he didn't even really listen. He liked De La and Tribe, a lot of the white kids did, but like but he wasn't like a hip hop head, but crazy wild style, crazy characters, everything. Like, but so.
I have a theory, real quick, and I know. When we talked earlier, when we talked about it this week, I was like, we won't keep you longer than an hour, but it's already been that. But whatever. I mean, the conversation's flowing; it's all good. But I did have a theory in regards to that that I thought about probably 10 years ago, and I was like, the thing that made rap music become the forefront of hip hop, is because being the rapper seemed like the easiest thing to do. DJing, you have to learn a skill to DJ. It's not easy. You have to learn that. I started out as a DJ, so trust me, I know. DJing is way harder than MCing is.
and it's more expensive.
And more expensive, absolutely. Hell yeah. And that's the other thing. Being an MC don't really cost you shit until you got to start paying for studio time and all the other shit. But like just actually doing the MCing don't cost you anything. You know what I'm saying? But you got to learn the skill to DJ. If you're not talented as an artist, being a graffiti writer is out for you. You could learn how to do it, but you're never going to be as good as the people who are just naturally skilled at it. So then you take, okay, so that takes graph off the table. That takes DJing off the table. B-boying, either you can dance or you can't. There's no two ways about it. And even if you can dance, that doesn't necessarily mean that you can dance like a B-boy. I know some classically trained ballerinas who can't do what they do. You know what I'm saying? So that's still a skill that you have to learn and you have to hone and you have to get good at it. To most people's ears, a motherfucker rapping seems like the easiest thing in the world to do because we all talk every day. And to a point, that's what it sounds like to them, a nigga talking to the beat. So if I can catch the beat and I can talk and it rhyme at the end, now I'm rapping. Fuck the fact that it's garbage. Fuck the fact that it's trash, B. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying?
What did I say before he came on? It's the easiest to reproduce.
Facts. 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 That's real
That's
shit.
not industry jump head first and we could sell that. We could reproduce that. We could find another motherfucker to do that.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I mean,
now we all fucked up.
Like Planet Asia and I were talking about this one time. He was telling me like he was saying that
was a good interview too. That was a good interview too.
We've had one a couple of times. Yeah, I'm not sure which one. There was an old one where he said, like, back in the day, we thought the top MCs like lived in castles up in the clouds and shit. Like Big Daddy Kane, he said, I thought he was like up on a throne somewhere. Like we basically, he said, not everybody rapped, right? Like it wasn't like, I mean, I think we come from the era where a lot of cats tried their hand in different stuff, but it wasn't like everybody was a rapper. I mean, like there were certain cats that did it and they were good. Like just, in high school and coming up, like not everybody just rhymed. Fast forward to now, everybody raps, yo. Like, and based on the technology that we have available to just put out an album within an hour, like you could tell somebody you rap. Oh yeah, my cousin raps, my friend raps. Everybody raps. Like my man Paul's got the stickers that says everyone raps now. Like it's so it's hard to separate, like, and so you really have to care about the music and care about the culture and care about this shit to like be willing to dig and not be lazy now, because again, it's not spoon fed, because everybody's doing it. It was an exclusive club before, and now it's wide open, and so the dumpster juice is coming in with the fucking gold, like on the same truck, and you got to be willing to jump in and look for the gold. Damn, look at this gem I found. While you got shit all on your face because you done listened to you done went to like 10 websites and 10 podcasts that said they were hip hop, right? How many times you been fooled by that? Hip hop daily, hip hop this. You go there, all fucking skid it, fucking little fuck titties. You know what I'm saying? skit.
Oh man. Now see, Mojo, you might have missed this. You might have unfortunately missed this era. But I think, and E and Tamal, I think y'all understand what I'm saying. There was a point in time where I could walk in a room and be like, yeah, I rap. And it'd be like I'm a fucking alien or something. Like, oh, why don't you rap? And then for you to do it and be good at it, it was like, oh my. Like, not only do you rap, like you're special, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
There, people ask you to do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
They ask you to do it.
I mean, do it. I don't know. I don't know. Because it was like people would be like, oh, yeah, whatever. But then I do it and they're like, giving the same reaction of like, oh, we want to hear more of it. So I don't know. It's a little different.
But like you said, you would get the oh, whatever until they hear you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you do what?
So does my cousin.
Yeah, nah, man. Motherfuckers just laugh at me. This shit's crazy.
Yeah, we was coming up, there was no rapper.
Nah, wasn't no rappers.
Damn rap.
That shit was wild. Like, so now you like, and then again, a nigga coming up now, nigga turned 19, 20 years old. He just jumped off the porch and he ready to go say he a rapper. He walk in the room like, yeah, I rap. And well, yeah, so does he, and so does she, and so do they, and so do the dog, nigga. Everybody rap. What you going? And that's why, like, we be getting mad at these niggas who like, I don't be getting mad at them. I get it. Like, but they get mad at niggas who go outside the music and start getting their money. And then, like, the music kind of start to suffer because they not focused on it, because that's not where they getting their bread at. But I'm like, dog, it's so many niggas rapping. How you expect a nigga to make money rapping right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just can't do it. Even the top niggas got other shit they got to do because the rap ain't making them money. You know what I'm saying? Not making them the money they want.
Fucking juggling shit and jump through flaming hula hoops to be seen.
Yo, but I say this though, we're in the era where everybody does everything. So it doesn't matter what the fuck you're doing. Like DJing, everybody's a DJ, everybody's a producer. Everybody, when I went into school for graphic design, there were jobs. When I got out, there were no jobs because the technology had changed and everybody was able to do this shit. So in 2024, everybody does everything. And so like, it's not just about talent. You need some fucking luck. You need somebody to fucking help you out. Because it ain't just gonna, like, if you're trying to be authentic, you're gonna need some fucking help. I mean, if you want to sell out, I always say, yo, right now, unless you want to sell your soul, ain't nobody popping off his shit organically unless they get some help and some
sell your soul
and some fucking luck, man. But because everybody is doing everything, I talk to people like everybody's doing everything. However, I say at the same time, when the dust settles, because everybody started a podcast during COVID. Them shits is gone now. A lot of cats. Not everybody's willing to be consistent. So I tell people like, hang in there because people will separate themselves. The herd will thin because people aren't willing to. People don't understand. It's not about the podcast. You got to edit this shit. You got to fucking post it and do this and this and that. Fucking fix the audio, whatever. Oh, this shit was wild, especially for this shit. You got to edit this shit. So my point is, the herd will thin, but everybody's doing everything. Everything. You name whatever field you're in, it don't matter. Everybody's weapons. You look it up and it's like thousands, everybody doing this shit, yo. And so, you gotta stay true to yourself and just, why are you in it? Because if it's just to get famous, for most people, it ain't gonna fucking happen. You know what I'm saying?
I was talking with Jay Gunn on Facebook the other day, and we was just talking about how easy access isn't necessarily good. So like when you said you went to school for graphic design, I went to school for TV and radio production. Listen to the words I'm using: TV and radio production. People don't even use that shit no more. But my point of bringing both of those up, because you said it, is technology has cheapened everything, so everybody has access to the same tools. You don't know what the fuck you doing with it, but you're gonna do what you do, and everybody's a content creator, is my point.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody's, all
and it look good. It don't sound good, all of it. You know what I'm saying? But motherfucker, I did it myself. And that's the part that people gravitate towards. Oh, he did it himself. Not that it's good. He did it himself.
That doesn't mean, yeah.
Everybody's
trophy ass niggas. Yeah, you're right.
Everybody's crazy, man.
Everybody's
somebody gonna get shot.
So
you did it yourself.
Yeah, you did it yourself, man. All right. Wait, maybe you shouldn't have done it at all. How about that?
Yeah, I mean,
maybe you shouldn't have. It's like that Slick Rick. You shouldn't have done it at all. Like, no, nothing.
I feel this.
Yo, listen, I always say, man, this shit.
So many excuse. Oh, shit.
Like the elements are for like elite motherfuckers, man. Like, I don't want to hear a shitty DJ that can't transition and fucking blend and do none of that shit and say they can rock a party. I don't want to see B-boys that fucking can't up rock or top rock, just fucking flipping around like monkeys flying the Walinda. I don't want to see motherfucking MCs. I don't want to see MCs fucking with chiclets and make their teeth and make up words and shit and skid it, my pussy this, my fucking booty hole brown, and win awards. Like, you need to be elite, man. And this is why this is where I come from. Elite, motherfucker. Like, not bullshit. Like,
oh shit.
Like top of the line. Like, fucking, we pay good money or whatever. Like, I want to hear you spit real shit, good content, good beats. Not like, don't fucking, so now it's watered down. All four elements are watered down, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's an epidemic, but that's the same thing in everything. Like, everybody think they Steph Curry. Niggas walk in the gym, shooting the ball before they take the fucking kicks, put the kicks on and shit. Damn, you can't shoot. Sit the fuck down. Like, to say you ain't Steph Curry, nigga, he's the best. He's a fucking unicorn. You're not him. You're 8'17", shooting threes. Sit down.
You said 8'17".
The fuck wrong with you, man? You're not a point guard. Stop trying to dribble between your legs. You're not, like, just chill the fuck out. Now every big nigga gonna think they can win me as sham god niggas. Yo, no.
You know what I mean? Hey, bro. I saw
that nigga was dropped off here by motherfucking alien species, nigga. He's not from here.
I told somebody that. I said, yo, Wimbyana ain't from here, though. Y'all gotta stop playing it. You can't be here.
But we talked about this before, though. It's like, how the fuck do you get around that when, okay, you see Steph Curry do that. Now everybody in the NBA is trying to do that. If you go to these fucking kids don't play on the playground and learn how to play no more. They learn how to play from trainers.
Yeah, everybody want to be lethal shooter. Yeah, they want. Yeah, when I play ball, I didn't. Camps weren't around like that yet, Like AAU wasn't popping off like that. I was just balling in the parks. I get up, we smoke our trees, we have some 40s, we drank, we just balled. We balled in the park all day long, That's always
missed your era.
It's always park of the gym.
You go court to court, neighborhood to neighborhood.
Yo,
looking for the game.
Park of the gym.
Just to play. You didn't have no fucking training. You sitting there watching a motherfucker, or you might have a cat that was older than you, show you like a move or something. Yo, come here, little nigga. Like, nah, you do that this way. But that's it. That's how you learn.
Yeah.
They got a parent who gonna put them in some fucking AAU training with some, and no disrespect to you niggas that's getting your hustle off this way, but all you niggas who didn't make the NBA, or all you niggas who went overseas for 2 years and came right back to where you came from, now you niggas has got these fucking camps and shit, and you charging all these motherfucking single mothers all this goddamn money to bring these little niggas in there, and they learning the same shit. They 5 years old with parachutes in their back. They all play the game the same now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If they end up being 6 feet or 9 feet.
Translates to hip hop. And it translates to hip hop.
technology changed and everything's the same now. Like it's everybody think they could do it.
Everybody think they can do it.
That's
So,
real
I'm,
shit.
like you said, I'm 8'17" and I shoot 3-pointers. Yeah, because you started shooting 3-pointers when you were 7 years old.
stop.
You don't know how to do nothing else.
You can take your ass on the block and fucking get this rebound.
They don't teach
What's
them
wrong
niggas that
with
now,
you?
though. They don't teach them niggas that now. Okay, so check it. I play
Watch
AAU.
out. How you not you getting no rebounds, 2.3 rebounds.
Right.
I don't get that part.
You
Yeah.
at the top of the key. At the top of the key. Fucking
I don't think people understand the importance of the Dennis Rodman meme showing the nigga had 23 rebounds, 25 rebounds, 28 rebounds, 0 points in all of the games. Nigga, do you get what's going on here?
He changed the whole complexion of the game without having to score a point. And motherfuckers that no, and you know what?
And he could
does.
score when he first got in. He wasn't prolific, but
He was a
score.
scorer in college, yeah. Like
Sure.
and when he first came in the league, for sure. Rodman could definitely score. But what happened was, and this is the problem that a lot of motherfuckers got now, going back to what you said, either technology made it too easy. So now you can't tell a motherfucker to specialize in something. Because they won't hear that. Because they feel like if it's this easy, I can just do it all. Why would I want to specialize? Nigga, I don't make beats. I don't engineer. I don't do none of that shit. I rap. And that's why I tell the nigga anytime they ask me, these niggas, they be like, oh, I do this and this and this. I'm like, nigga, all I do is rap. And that's why I rap better than you. Because I focus on that. You try to rap and do a bunch of other shit you ain't good at. So, like, just so you can say you did it. Because you're capable of doing it because of how easy technology made it. That don't make it right just because you can do it.
Yeah.
Like, just because you can do it don't mean you should do it.
Yo, multitasking is actually not very productive. I've read about like this. It's people think it's good to say you can to multitask and do a bunch of shit. No, because you're not able to give your full attention to one thing at all. So like they all suffer to some degree. So an email is going to get lost or something or forgotten or something is going to happen. Yo, like so we multitask because we have to, but it's not the ideal way to like work, man. Like you know what I'm saying, like. Focus on a project, then get to the next project. Focus on a thing. Yeah, get nice at him saying, okay, now focus on producing or whatever. But like, yeah, but like our shit is all fucked up, yo. We don't know how to like focus, man. We just everywhere. Like, fuck it. I do it all. Like, no, shut up, man. Like
my pop said something I was understand it, but it made much sense as I got older. He was like, yo, you can't have too many irons in the fire. I didn't understand it when he was first saying that shit. But what's funny is I don't know if this nigga was really paying attention to me, but I tell people to this day, and I never said it on here, I was like, I feel like I'm the perfect example of somebody who didn't focus on one thing.
What,
you know, when it came to everything I was involved in, whether it came to school, music, or the street, I'm decent at all of them. But I never took one thing to the motherfucking pinnacle because I was doing so much.
Right. Same. I can relate, man. Same with me. I've never really finished anything like that. Finished anything. Yeah. That's a
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, and it comes with some maturity to realize that shit. It was like, damn, so like I know I could do this, I could do that. Like again, like so, like even to me saying what I went to school for, I don't even do that shit no more.
Me neither. I don't do the graphic design.
Do it like. And I will, but I don't.
Yeah.
I just go ahead and focus on certain things. That's it. Let me just focus on this, focus on that. And it took me to this age to get that understanding, but it's like, God damn it, I wish I had it when I was younger.
Yeah. That's a good point, man.
You know?
Mojo, what did you major in?
Huh?
I was saying, Mojo, what did you major in? Just out of curiosity.
I dropped out of college.
I did too. I mean,
did you not have a major, nigga, while you was there?
I don't remember what I majored in because when I went there, I was fucking rapping.
majored in rap.
No, I think it was mass communications, and then I went to Washington State University, and I think it was something music related. I don't know because I didn't care. I just
want to rap. Fuck this school shit, man. Fuck this school
shit.
So
real quick, you guys got anything? I got to get ready to bounce in a minute, but if you guys got anything else, I got another Zoom at 4:30. But if you guys got anything real quick you wanted to cover,
okay, I'll ask you one question, just this one question. And I ask it a lot, but most people don't have an answer. Do you have a top 5 first of all?
Oh yeah. Okay. But it is subject to change though.
Absolutely.
Because for me, longevity means something. So if a motherfucker has stopped, and so that's why, for instance, Rakim is going to start sliding soon in mine, because I'm hot now. Like, I'm just like, I can't just be on that legacy shit forever. And so and that's why certain dudes have slid in.
Because you're speaking evolution. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So for instance, Planet Asia's in my top 10 now, when he wasn't 3 years ago, because he's bullied himself in that motherfucker. Like,
Indeed.
Whereas like certain cats, legacy cats from maybe our era, 90s or whatever, I'm like, yo, you ain't done shit, man. Great, you've done all this other stuff, movies, TV, everything. You got your clothing line or whatever, but on this rap shit, so that's why my top. I'm just saying that's why it does change. So in terms of, it's not.
So what's your current top 5?
Top 5. Redman at 5. He always fluctuates between 4 and 5 with G Rap, but G Rap has been more active the past couple years, putting out music. So I got G Rap there now. They've been going back and forth for the past 3 years. Ghost at number 3. He's a game changer. I mean, game changer. Rakim at number 2, and he's like the asterisk, because he's the one of them, one of the few cats in my top 10 that's not active really, and it's getting on my nerves. So he's gonna slide, man. He's gonna slide.
Yeah.
But that would mean Ghost would have to put his foot on the gas, and he's been making decent shit, but he's kind of, And then my number one unfortunate, who I think is gonna slide, my number one unfortunate is KRS-One. And he's gonna slide just because the quality of his shit's but he's unfortunate because I don't fuck with him because of his Bambaataa shit.
Can I salute you on the fact that you can make that distinction and say it out loud?
Appreciate you. I mean, I got to be honest about it, man.
Nah, real salute on that, bro. Because I was waiting to get at you over the fact that you just said that, but then you just said what you just said. Like, yo, nah, I gotta talk about this bullshit about Bam. That nigga home. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I don't think people know.
Oh yeah. So I mean, two things can be true at once. If I look at KRS-One, why he's my number one? He had the street shit. He had the conscious shit. He can freestyle. Weed shit. Huh?
Showmanship,
the weed shit. Like he's got it all, man. He's had it all and hits for days. The BDP live album is crazy. I mean, like I look at the BDP discography. They came out of the gate with like 3 straight missiles. His solo, he's got like 6 straight projects where it's like they're all home runs, man. So, but because I don't listen to him, so I got to look at where I put him, just because I don't listen to his music and I don't support him. But yeah, he's the number one up there for me, and that's kind of how I did it. But you gotta look at it both. I mean, I don't fuck with him, but I mean, I gotta. It is what it is for me.
Yeah, you can't take away what, like, I mean, when you talk about MC,
Again,
if it's not Rakim, then when you just talk about MC as an MC, like KRS-One should probably be the fucking logo, like the
if you're
NBA
talking,
logo, you know what I'm saying? So like,
and that's why I always try to qualify conversations by saying, what are we talking about? Like, if you ask me, top 5 most, like, what do you say favorite? He's not up there with that, because if we're talking about this, I say, are you including the personal shit or not? People want to include like record sales influence. What are we talking about when I have these top 5 discussions? I mean, I have like a whole chart, of like the categories I use, and so I try to say, like, what are we talking about here? Like, do record sales mean? No, I don't say that. Okay, does this mean anything? Does the personal shit? No. But when it's talking about the music, if I'm saying just the music, I mean, like I said, Bam, Planet Rock is the song that brought me into the fucking fold. But I hate Bam. I fucking stab that motherfucker if I see him. But it's Planet Rock. I mean, rock, Planet. That shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? That shit was fucking fire. And it's an
especially
electro
as a B-boy, it makes perfect sense.
It's an electro record, but you know what I mean?
Hell
yeah, but fuck Bam. Fuck that fucking booty fucker, man.
Yo, that's wild. Man, fuck it. Hey, Mo, y'all got anything else?
Did you really just say booty fucker?
He did. He did. He said it. He said
Get a
it.
goat. Get a goat.
The
Get a
editing
goat.
work. Oh, you can
Yo,
edit.
I gotta
go.
get him back on all purpose, and I need to bring him back on sideboard. Like, this shit is crazy. I love this shit, yo. I mean, shit. If y'all ain't got nothing else, man, I know bro gotta go. Like, we can wrap this shit right now, man. I don't feel like nothing else need to be said right now.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all having me. That was fun.
Thank you for coming for a word.
Yeah, thank you so much, bro. Thank you for coming on the show, and thank you for being you, and thank you for what you represent for the culture. Like, thank you.
And we got this again, man.
Yeah, when you can do it again, let me know. Just give me enough notice, and I'm game. All of you send your music. I'm not familiar with you, Mojo, but send your music to carrying.culture@gmail.com. That's how we take all the music, and we always listen to it. And I always keep an eye out for y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? My man, you know what I'm saying? Seven, send your shit. You know what I'm saying? But yes, the email is the best way. And the seventh, I'll be more like, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to dive into your catalog a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all, yo, you know what I mean? Just, let me just run my mouth a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
That makes me scared that I'm gonna hop on IG one day and my song gonna be playing on the post. He's gonna be like,
You good.
I gotta say this one thing because you said it earlier, and I gotta admit I fell into the trap. You're good at it. When you said I do promo, but I make it not look like promo so people don't know it's really promo. I never sent you anything before because I didn't know that you were doing promo. We just cool on, like, hey, I came out to the Elder Sensei show, and that's when we linked because we already had a rapport online, but I didn't realize you actually did promo.
Yeah, so we have the other page. So here's the thing: it's the algorithms, Joe. The other page is called Fifth Element Consulting, and that's what I was. And that's the business page. So we do promo there. I used to manage artists on the low from there. So we promo tracks, and we do a lot of shit. We do the biggest shit that we're gonna be doing is social media management. So we tell people we do consulting calls, tell you how to like grow your shit, like and fucking organically, not through no bots and shit, but like how to like what to do. Like for instance, like quick tip, like. No, if you're a producer or something, a producer will go out. I'd be like, yo, go out. For instance, you're an MC. If you go out, if you order a new mic, do an unboxing of the mic. People like to see shit that they don't fucking normally see. If you're you just got these new headphones. These shits are, da 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 da. Like, so I always say, social media is either about showing love or airing motherfuckers out. There is no in between. So you're gonna be, so I'm just going all over. I'm giving y'all some game here though, but like that's what we do. Like, so that's the business that's starting. Like we do it for other companies, but we're as far as helping artists and creatives try to help you. Like, here's how you grow your shit. I've grown 5 pages, yo, and I get banned all the time. Like, so I know how to fucking rock on this shit. Like this is my fifth or 6th page. So we know how to do it, you know what I mean? So it's like you don't gotta just talk shit. I mean, but it's like things that you guys can do that will get you the people on your page that you need to have on there and all that shit. And so it's promo, it's that. We do financial consulting and shit because I'm an accountant by day. So, but yeah, that's the business shit. So that's what I've been spending my time on. We haven't done as many shows. We got Apathy on next week, but we're only doing like bi-weekly right now because I'm taking a business course. I'm getting my LLC set up and stuff. We're trying to really make it official. So, but that's what we're trying. So business-wise, that's what we do. Social media management. So you guys want to really talk about that, like growing shit, grow the podcast. I'll tell you, I can, and then the fucking promo and tracks, I do it on the load. I make it look like it's just because I don't. Here's the thing. My promo policy is this: if I'm not fucking with the track, I can't promo it. So that's why. So if I do a car video or something like that, it's because I really fuck with the track, but I just might do it 2 or 3 more times for y'all niggas. Like, so it's the shit that I might have already done, but it's like I'm fucking with it. So you're good. It's genuine promo because I love the music, but it's like I get people hit me up for trap shit. I'm like, I can't fuck with it. I mean, I got it. How would you feel? Would you all niggas say if I came on and pumped some little Debbie nigga? Like, you'd be like, what the fuck?
That'll be a little weird,
yeah.
That'll be a little weird.
It was funny. I met Lil Debbie a couple of times. Cool little bitch.
Say word. Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yo, she a cool little chick.
That's crazy.
Wait, there's really
no doubt.
there's really a Little Debbie?
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
I thought you knew that. I thought you said it because you knew that.
No, he was just throwing that out there.
Nah, that's a real thing, bro.
Just by the setup, he was just throwing it out there.
Little Debbie snack cake niggas is all I was thinking about. Like, fuck. Holy
Yo.
shit.
No, her shit was Lil Debbie got the cakes.
Yep.
Okay. On that note,
I thought
Yeah.
you knew that.
Hey, look, man. Nah, hey, look, we got.
She a cool chick too. She a cool little white chick. She cool.
Yeah, she cool as shit though. Yeah, no doubt, absolutely.
my
No.
grandson's cool, but he can't spit.
Music is trash.
Trash me.
Like
Yeah,
I said,
all the
that's
way
what I said.
live.
My grandson's cool, but he can't spit. So, you know what I mean? Like,
I love it, yo. I love it, yo. Man, look, y'all already know what time it is. Thank y'all so much for y'all time. Thank y'all for locking in with us. Make sure y'all subscribe, comment, share, all that good shit. Make sure you rate the pod so we easier to find. Make sure you follow Carrying the Culture on Instagram. This brother is doing it big for the culture. Follow everything he's doing because I guarantee you
Appreciate
will
y'all,
not be
man.
disappointed. It's always authentic. On behalf of Mojo Barnes, ethemadassassin, our sponsors, Pretty King and Echo Limitless. I am Seven Da Pantha. This is Pantha Politix Podcast. We'll catch y'all on the flip side, family.
let's do it again. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
You.
Salute.